Is the worst era of YouTube finally over?
YouTube was founded in 2005, and for its first several years, people posted on it with no rhyme or reason. That is, until 2008.
Yo, this is gonna make you guys think I'm unk. But I didn't use YouTube at this era, but I remember using YouTube in like 2012 when it kind of looked like this. Let me actually look up YouTube UI. Like, this is what YouTube looked like. When I first started using YouTube, this is what YouTube was like. Like, a lot older. Kind of similar, like, recommendations on the side, and it was just like the screen grab of the video, but it's like all the buttons and, you know, whistles looked different. Like, I remember watching Gangnam Style for the first time in 3rd grade. Or was it 2nd grade? 3rd or 2nd grade.
Was being represented by one of the 7 deadly sins. But as of 2026,
wait, what?
each of these eras is until 2000 by one of the 7 deadly sins.
Each era of YouTube he's going to go over is one of the 7 deadly sins.
But as of 2026, we're officially out of the 7th era. So how are things looking for number 8? Well, to understand that, we need to experience the different eras and how each era's sin caused its collapse.
Oh, God.
Believe it or not, on April Fools of 2008, YouTube made every featured video on the homepage load into a Rickroll, which I think just encapsulates the innocence of these early days. I mean, isn't that just so silly? It truly was a time of no faults. A time when people were on YouTube just for fun. No stakes, no pressure, uploading whatever they wanted, whenever they wanted. That is, until money got in the way.
Or so anyone reminiscing on this.
Yeah, when was YouTube first monetizable? Because I feel like YouTube was just random home videos into, the way that I remember at least, random home videos and random shit people posted into music videos into actual content like Smosh era. Like skits. And then it became gaming. Like, gaming was like probably like 2013. Like, GTA 5 was how I remember like the beginning of the gaming peak of YouTube beginning. Like KYR Speedy and Vanoss games. Like, those dudes got their starts in like the early mid 2010s.
This era would have you believe. But actually, monetization was added in 2007.
Wow, that early?
Wasn't a bad thing. I mean, channels making money is the only reason they were able to continue improving.
It's the only reason YouTube exists today. If YouTube was a platform that wasn't monetizable, there would be no content. Like, every YouTuber you watch does it because they make money. Yes, they enjoy it. But it's like the only reason they're able to do that is because they make money from it. Like, you got to think like the high production quality, like some of the videos and content creators you watch, like they're putting, you know, $20,000 into a fucking video.
Their content and continue making it at all, giving us gems like,
I never thought a tube full of beef would score me so many chicks. You ladies want some beef and go?
Now the funny thing about these old videos is that YouTube scales them up to fit inside the window, but the site actually only supported footage up to 360p. So that clip I just showed
in 2007, you could only watch videos in 360p.
You is actually only this big. And for my 4K viewers,
that was what OG YouTube was like. You know what's wild though is in that era, like 360p looks like 720p at that size. When it's blown up, it looks worse. Like, I watch my own videos back and they're restricted to 1080p. When I play, like, video games on YouTube, or when I play video games on stream that have, like, a lot of stuff going on, if you're watching it on your phone or your computer, it looks fine. But if you blow up, like, my gaming videos on your TV, my face is so low quality. Like, my camera's, like, 360p. Because it's so blown up and I'm only able to stream at like 8K bitrate. Like, if I was able to stream at like 4K and I was able to separate my camera quality from this, your camera's always ass. I don't think my camera looks, bro, if you're saying my camera's ass, go watch like a Queso YouTube video when there's like stuff going on the screen. He's like 4 pixels.
And for my 4K viewers, it's this big. But as time went on, YouTube supported higher quality footage and creators had access to higher quality cameras, meaning that in a span of about 3 years, we went from this,
there's always enough to go around,
to this.
Do I look bad in this dress? Hell yeah, you do.
This was a time when creators were making the videos
Oh my God, Ryan Higa Parcourse. Play Nyan Cat music in the background. Nostalgia.
wanted to make while figuring out how to get people to care about them and then making them in a specific way to get more people to care about them. Some channels leaned into visual effects to stand out.
I'm so serious. Like, you talking about YouTube. YouTube is such a big part of my life. Like, obviously, my job is centralized around streaming, but it's for YouTube. But it's like, my job's around YouTube. I've been a YouTube kid my entire life. Like, I could talk about specific creators and videos on YouTube for genuinely like 8 days straight. Like, easily. Like, I could ramble about the different YouTubers I watch and the different types of content and how, like, this is like such a sick video. I gotta sub to this creator, by the way. Yikes MC. Like, I think this is such a good idea for a video to just talk about like the eras of YouTube and segment them with like different styles of content change and like what's the most popular.
Channels relied on their personality, and some channels learned how to make the videos themselves sound and look a bit better each time. But pretty quickly, YouTubers started shifting away from being creatives and were slowly—
I had a YouTube video a while back, which I ended up removing, where this was like early Joe Bart React content, kind of around the era on TikTok when I was like shitting on like, you know, people fixing watermelons with ramen. And I was talking about how cringe Smosh was. And I got a lot of shit for it. And I ended up changing my opinion. I deleted the video because looking back on it, it's like, how am I going to judge the humor of Smosh in today's terms? You know? Similarly, how I say like Vines aren't funny. I try, and I do this, but I try not to shit on Vines for their comedy in today's scale. Because, like, for their time, Smosh was the best content it could be by far. Like, Smosh in its era did everything they could do and more. Like, looking back on it, I'm not going to sit there and watch Taquito versus, you know, pink frosted donut and be like, oh, that's fucking peak. Like, it was, you know, today there's better content, but it's like, for its time, it was amazing.
And an undeniable pattern showed exactly what kind of thumbnails were getting clicked.
Oh, no, literally. Oh, my God. This was, I mean, it was this transitioning into Vine where they would still, like, goon bait comedy videos. That was everything. It was like every YouTube video was like watching Scary Movie.
Yep. We got into an era of boobs, or honestly, a woman in general, being in the thumbnail, meaning way more clicks. And I've already shown you proof of this. Do you remember the low-quality clip I showed earlier about the beef and go? Well, the only reason that video has over 100 million views is because of, well, honestly, here, I'll let the Smosh Boys explain it.
It was an accident because at that time with YouTube, you couldn't choose your thumbnails.
Yeah, you couldn't choose a thumbnail for the first 3 years of YouTube. So whatever was the middle frame.
Yeah.
Perfect middle frame.
And it was a censored picture of Britney Spears for JJ.
But with this over-reliance on the female form came a level of audience exhaustion. Many people saw what was going on, and
I think now a lot, like the way they auto-choose thumbnails is like just like a very replayed point in the way that I understand it, and they have like a few images that work, but like, holy shit, that it was just randomly that.
knew that creators were trying to trick them into watching. So viewers wanted something different, something that didn't feel like the YouTuber was trying to do tricks to get your attention, which paved the way for the... Imagine recording a 30-minute video of you playing video games, cutting out the starting and stopping of said recording, uploading it, publishing it, and then raking in millions of views.
Okay, no. It was a start and stop, and they added intro to the beginning. Like Sky Does Minecraft or Bayesian Canadian. It was Hunger Games episode 308, and it was a cool cinematic beginning, and then just him going, "What's up, guys? We're in a Hunger Games lobby today."
Minecraft, Five Nights at Freddy's, and Slender Man were all the rage.
Oh, he's saying before that. No, he said Minecraft.
And millions of people who didn't have access to these games could experience them vicariously, or as one of my friends wrote on his actual English final in high school, bi-curiously through the videos. For anyone who wasn't around during this era, it was kind of like a streamer playing through a game, but there was no chat, no viewer interaction at all, and no liveness. So it was like a live stream, but without all the stuff that makes it enjoyable. And people loved it. This is when we saw the rise of titans like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, and DanTDM.
And I gotta say, I have so much respect for recorded gaming content. I think that it is hard to be could I do it? I think I could now. But to not have any streaming experience and literally just raw record yourself play a game and make it entertaining is very hard. Like, having chat it's a crutch. It is. No, it's not. Okay, Zach Bridges, go do it then, you fucking idiot. Making entertaining content having chat as a crutch is awesome. Like, they didn't have that, I guess, luxury at that time.
But just because people like me enjoyed it, doesn't mean the content was good. I mean, it got to the point where some YouTubers would screw up an intro, correct it, but then leave the mistake in the video. So you would click on this random Let's Play video with 5 million views and
it was very minimally edited. Very minimally edited. And it's like, I don't judge them for that because it's like the era that YouTube was, and the idea of having like an editor was like a foreign thought. Right now, I have 4 editors. I have a VOD guy. I have a thumbnail guy. Like, I've maximized the level of content output that I could do to where I'm scheduled and I have stuff pre-recorded and I have drafts and I have things that I could do when I'm gone and it makes sense. And I basically maximize the content output I have. I shill it to my editors. They edit it. I don't even watch it, and then I post it. Right? So that's why you'll have sometimes my editors fuck up shit and I don't even know until later on. But that's like most streamers and YouTubers now. I'm going to keep pausing. I'm going to say that right now. I'm going to keep pausing. If you want to go watch the video, here it is. You could go watch it yourself, and you could fuck off out of the stream. I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to keep yapping. This is something that I truly find interesting, and I want to be able to talk about it. Otherwise, why am I here? Is this 2014? We'll get into that era of YouTube videos like Sniper Wolf and those other reactors where they just sit there and go... and they don't fucking say anything. Okay? If I'm not transforming the video, why am I fucking here watching it, you dork? Yeah, it was so minimally edited. Like, I remember watching Bayesian Canadian videos where he was like, I'm on a vacation right now. Like, he would say that in the video. He was like, I'm pre-recording content because I'm going to be gone for a week. So he would literally sit for a day, play Minecraft for like 8 hours straight, rip 5 games. He would do an intro, rip 5 games, end it, cut. Maybe if there was a shit game in between, he would chop it. There would be cuts. It would just be very minimal edits, right? It was basically just a long form Minecraft Hunger Games playthrough. Or like Pixelmon or whatever they were playing at the time. Like, no edits. Like, if they were doing like random inventory sorting, they were probably keeping it in. There was guys that wouldn't. Vicstar, Preston Plays. You know, those were the newer guys. Like, I think Bayesian Canadian and Jerome ASF overlapped with Preston Plays, Vicstar, and all these other guys. But there were dudes that, like, started a little bit after, and they took that editing to another level. Maybe they hired editors. I don't know. But I remember watching Bayesian Canadian, and I knew at the time, like, he was doing an intro, playing 5 games of Hunger Games, doing an outro, and then not, like, it wasn't like, okay, that's the recording for the day. He would just do another intro, do another 5 games, do an outro, do an intro, do another 5 games, do another outro, to where he would crank out, like, 9 videos in a day and then just dip for a week. Joe's LARPing. Yep, I'm LARPing. It's not like I literally, brother, when I tell you, chat, I had 0 life. 0 life. From the age of, like, 8 to, like, 16, like, I would just watch YouTube 9 hours a day.
And then for some reason, you'd still watch the entire video. To give you a bit of perspective, I put a lot of effort into editing my videos.
I think we've cycled back to that. And I know, like, this guy's putting a lot of editing into his YouTube videos, but I think the gaming sense, we've regressed. Like, Queso doesn't edit shit. Queso doesn't have zooms or cuts as much as any other YouTuber. It's really a start and stop. And that's why people like him, because it's like reminiscent of a new personality, but the old style of content. Like, when you watch a Queso YouTube video, like, you're just really watching the raw VOD with like some splices. I don't edit much either. Yeah, no, I agree. I think my editing's the in-between, right? I don't edit as much as somebody like Pezzy or Big Puffer or Grizzy or 3FS, but like, I'm the in-between between queso and older YouTube and now. Like, I have cuts and chops, but I don't overly do it. I don't underdo it. And I'm not saying overly doing it like 3FS. Like, it's just another style, right? I love 3FS. Used to be my editor. Lore drop.
And I lose about 30% of my viewers within the first 30 seconds. And these guys
That's not abnormal, though.
were swimming in watch time. But like the animal, this sin was tame. It was unobtrusive. Something that can't be said about the...
Sam Pepper.
All right, this era basically...
Oh my god, I love that song. I fucking love that song, dude. Oh, that was, dude, Monster Cat. What is it? Arrow Chord Surface or whatever it was called. Make. I had that shit in the skull candies, bro. Those beat solos too. Oh my god, 6 a.m. every day on the bus ride to school. Locked in listening to that shit.
ruined the public perception of YouTubers for years to come. And a big reason for that was because the pranks weren't played on the viewers like you may expect. They were played on other people. Real people. Because the viewers are sadists that want to see...
Bro, the prank YouTuber, who was the guy that he used to just like rip his shirt off? Like, he would go to colleges and he would be like, shirt rip off prank. And it would just be him like talking to a woman and a guy would run by and rip his shirt off. He would just have a 6-pack. And he'd be like, oh, that's awkward. And then he would keep talking. No, not Roman Atwood. Connor Murphy. Or it'd be like, it wouldn't even be pranks. It would be like Connor Murphy making out with women in public. And he would just like convince random women to like just make out with him on the side of the road. And like people would watch that.
Introducing the heavy hitters, explaining what type of pranks they were known for, and give examples of their most well-known videos.
I love this guy. Bro, sub to this YouTuber. Yikes MC. Holy shit. Love this video.
Starting with Roman Atwood. Now this guy did some vicious things. He specialized in traumatizing his family, and I know that may sound bad, but it was hilarious. I mean, how about the time he made his girlfriend think that he killed their young son? Or
It's okay. At some point though, like dude, they're in on it, you know, like killing my own kid prank. Holy shit. You don't see that anymore. Wow, dude, what an era. Holy fuck. And that was so normal. Like, you didn't bat an eye. If you saw that on YouTube in like 2014, you're just like, oh shit, killing my own kid prank. That'll be a classic. Oh my god. No, but anytime you see one of these prank channels, you know they're in on it, because it's like, how many times are you gonna fall for like your kid dying? Like,
or that time that he made his girlfriend think that he killed their young son. Or the time he told his girlfriend that he cheated on her, only for her to see the cameras and prank him back.
You fucking cheated on me? Are you fucking serious? You're fucking serious right now. You fucking...
I saw you sit on your camera, you idiot!
What?
Isn't that so much fun?
wow, it's just like horrible acting. Oh my god.
Although he's still actively making content, I haven't seen...
McJuggernuggets? Oh my god, yeah. I used to think that shit was real. I used to think that shit was so real. The Xbox crash outs. My dad, dude, you're burying my PlayStation. What the fuck? Or who's the guy that like shoved a remote up his ass because he got angry? I never know if that one was real. I don't think, was that McJuggernuggets? Nah, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. It's a guy in boxers and he's crashing out. Chat, I'm going to describe the video. It was a skit. He's crashing out. He slams the door. He's going, and then he just shoves a remote up his ass. I'll find the video right now. Crash out, remote. I don't know. Oh, literally right here. Greatest freak out ever. 114 million views. You're telling me you haven't seen it? Fucking idiot. 114 million views. This shit. You've seen this. You've seen this video. And he's freaking out, and then he shoves a remote up his ass. I'm not going to show it.
Public nuisance pranksters, which basically just meant he would terrorize unsuspecting people with a hidden cameraman way out over
Vitaly still does these pranks.
there. One of these
This isn't like an era for him. This is like...
totally epic pranks was the Miami zombie attack prank, which was literally prefaced with a message saying like, hey guys, so recently there was an actual cannibal in Miami that committed an actual atrocity. So let's use that to scare the shit out of some people. But what if you wanted to cash in on this era without putting yourself or other people in danger? Well, that's where Joey Salads and FouseyTube come into play. These guys
FouseyTube,
did
bro.
manufactured interactions, with FouseyTube being more in line with the typical prank content, and Joey Salads going the route of social experiments. He was basically Darman if Darman wanted to make his videos seem like they weren't staged, and also if he went way harder on the sensational culture war topics. Black Lives Matter versus All Lives Matter supporters. Social experiment. Black people racist towards white people? Social experiment. Transgender and women's bathroom. Social experiment. Hey, so that's not... You know what?
Yeah, yo, I actually full forgot about Joey Salads. Literally would throw up a title of anything in parentheses social experiment.
And because these videos were so cringe and so obviously fake, people wanted the satisfaction of seeing them get called out, which unfortunately enabled the
Edgelord era. iDubbbz.
Now, there are a few interesting things about this era. First off, the channels. Grade A, Under A, H3H3 Productions, and Leafy is Here all
How are you not iDubbbz was that era with H3H3.
featured relatively low
Oh my god, Ethan, bro. I used to watch H3H3 all the time, reacting to those like fucking Papa John's videos and shit.
production value videos, with the sole focus being on criticizing content. And it started out cathartic. I mean, imagine being so fed up with YouTube shoving Joey Salads down your throat until you suddenly see a video criticizing him and his content. Well, that immediately establishes that that creator is willing to stand up for what they believe, but more importantly, they're willing to stand up for what you believe. And this meant viewers were able to turn their brains off and see their criticisms be expressed.
Filthy Frank. Filthy Frank was associated with that group, but like when you think of edgelords, you're more so talking about the H3s, the Leafys, the iDubbbz. You're not really like in association to them. Yes, is Max Mofo, Anything for Views, Filthy Frank, but that was like they didn't make that content. You know what I mean? Like they were like Max Mofo never made that content. Like he was in association with them. So was Filthy Frank. Pimp My Ride. Well, it wasn't like edgy React, like Kickstarter crap videos, but like Filthy Frank did do like Pimp My Ride and just like random, more like, it wasn't like edgy. It wasn't like edgy Reacts, like making fun of people like content nukes. It was just like more offensive content in general, or gross. Yeah, hair cake, human cake. Ugh, those were, that was the era of YouTube that was like actually just disgusting. But everybody watched it. Like I watched that shit. Hair cake, pardon? Oh my god, human cake. And they go to like a YouTube convention and they're getting like not Vanoss, they're getting Vsauce to like clip his toenails, and like they're getting the pube hair of like YouTubers and shit. And they're baking it into a cake and eating it. Like, oh my god, that was disgusting. I don't even think those videos exist anymore. See, this is the younger view. Oh, it's already here.
Don't subscribe to Adam Basic.
Now. Oh my god. Like this is the era of YouTube. Oh my god, yeah, they're getting Vsauce's spit, and this is real? Yes, dude, this is like an era of YouTube. Oh my god, that's like lost media. Yeah, How To Basic with it too. Oh my god, what was the one where they painted Anything for Views' stomach? That one's still up. They painted him like a referee, and they did Deadly Twister, where they had to put like their hands on fire and like mouse traps and shit, and he would whip them. Oh my god, dude. It sounds like I'm describing something that actually isn't real, but like that was like a category of content. Bro, I remember that. I remember Deadly Twister 2 came out, and I remember going, hell yeah. Like, turn that shit on. Turn that shit on. Now it's just like cold. Like people watch cold ones and they're like, oh, they get belligerent drunk and it's like extreme. Oh, hell no. They used to be like far worse.
Channels you were subscribed to, which meant you would probably watch whatever these channels put out and not along in agreement. So suddenly, watching these critiques became a habit, a pastime, something you gravitated towards without even thinking about it. But some of them decided to do goofball stuff.
Oh my God, dude. I've watched this video like 5 times where he just goes in New York and he's like, I'm trying to hit the fattest box mod. Or even this is the same era as Vape Lord Nord. This is the same, when H3 dropped this video, this is the same exact era as Phase Rain. Phase Rain, Vape Lord Nord. Where he goes to that convention, you have Vape Nash. Oh my God.
Alongside the criticisms. Like Filthy Frank, or as you may know him, Joji.
Yo, no, I love seeing the look on somebody's face that like they've just been living under a rock their whole life and they don't know that Joji's Filthy Frank.
Who is a big player
And they're like, dude, I love Joji. I'm like, you know Filthy Frank? They're like, yeah. I'm like, that's him.
in this time period without ever really having specific targets.
Oh my God, they do tongue twisters. I've wanted to do this. I don't know if it's TOS. I've actually wanted to do this. Where you say tongue twisters when you fail, you get zapped with a shock collar.
It's for his videos, besides him or one of his consenting pals. H3 and iDubbbz also come to mind for people who made goofball content that was
Oh my God, where he would eat peaches in a sewer, or like it was like pickle sewer. Bro, such a fucking literally like the ideas you'd have on like a salvia trip. Let's go into the sewer and film ourselves looking for pickles.
Joji, who was a big player in this time period, or one of his consenting pals, was only a little bit super bigoted and hateful.
Yeah, dude, that was bad. He would like rip up like religious texts on video and then just say the N-word. Oh my God.
Made some cruel, hurtful content, and I need to acknowledge that, and I'm really sorry that it's taken me this long to acknowledge it.
Now, while I'm glad that iDubbbz has matured and moved past all that, I don't really like H3 for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
But back in the day, edgy white boys loved him. I mean, what wasn't to like? He had,
He was like the YouTuber that everybody, like when I was in high school, dude, everyone watched H3. Everyone. Like anybody that I knew was like, yeah, I fuck with his content. Even when he started his podcast, like I like all of that. He used to be beloved. I mean, dude, I used to wear like my profile picture. I'm wearing a Teddy Fresh beanie. Like,
especially enjoyed the hate. Not necessarily because they're hateful people, but because they felt like the world hated them. So hating someone else,
like years ago,
made them feel a little bit better about their struggles. And the creators took note, moving away from criticizing content and instead bullying the people making it, which in some cases were children.
But why would anyone enjoy watching a child get bullied?
I hear you ask. Well, because most of the time, these children were successful. They had done something online or established themselves in
the Pokemon Go kid
some way where they were now getting tons of attention, and the edgelord viewers weren't. This is known as tall poppy syndrome, where people despise those who achieve success, especially if it seems unearned. But all this hateful content and
bro, this is like I think this is one of the best YouTube videos I've ever seen. Like I'm genuinely glazing yikes right now. I just feel this is like such a cool video to like go through the history of content.
Outright bigotry being this popular meant that any company advertising on YouTube ran the risk of having their ads play in front of one of these videos.
Yeah, this was the YouTube adpocalypse, right? Like 2016.
Tying their brand to some dangerous messaging. And this led to a disastrous time. A time even history books hesitate to mention. This led to adpocalypse. YouTube tightened restrictions on monetization, and suddenly videos that were deemed controversial weren't.
I always wondered, because I'm in the YouTube space post-adpocalypse, like post-adpocalypse. I didn't start YouTube and make money on YouTube till like 2022. I wonder the CPM, which is how much money you're getting paid per 1,000 views, was pre-adpocalypse. It's like people talk about it like it was like the golden era. like a gold mine. Like how much money was like Bayesian Canadian making in 2014, getting 1 million views per Minecraft video that he was posting every day.
Making any money. And so a new wave of rosy-cheeked rule
RPMs, how much you get paid? That's, yeah, my bad. CPM, RPM.
Followers led the way to the
Casey Neistat.
In the background of all this YouTube drama, Vine, the popular social media platform featuring 6-second videos, completely collapsed. And all these Vine stars and viewers suddenly had nowhere left to turn. I'm joking. They obviously turned to YouTube. Now initially, their cringy,
But like who went from Vine to YouTube successfully? The Paul brothers, Cody Ko, Daz, David Dobrik, Brent Rivera, King Batch, Drew Gooden, and then Gonzalez, David Gonzalez. Or Danny Gonzalez, my bad. There was a lot of people. Sam and Colby were Viners. Lele Pons. I don't think Lele Pons transitioned well. Quen Blackwell. Oh, and the twins. The twins. Somebody said it, but it's gone. I can't see it. I forget their name. The Dobin twins, the something twins, Dolan twins.
perfect fuel for the edgelord commentary channels I just talked about. But eventually, the viewers made their choice, and the numbers proved it. YouTube's next big era was here, and it was time to be advertiser friendly. Except that one time. Big players in this era included David Dobrik,
When was the Suicide Forest video?
Jake Paul, and obviously,
I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment.
During this era, what made a vlog completely changed. We went from Jenna
2017.
Marbles in her room talking to a webcam to 10 minutes of straight action, adventure, and manufactured conflict, where vloggers like Casey
What I feel like we're skipping over the phase era. That's the one thing I want to say is like we kind of jumped from like this. The edgelord era also had all of the gamers like FaZe Adapt, FaZe Rain, FaZe Banks, you know, any of those, Apex, like all of them. Sidemen, well, the Sidemen are still popular now. I don't think the Sidemen had an era. I think the Sidemen just have been existing. Like, they're big as shit now. They were big as shit then. Machinima, too. Yeah, it's like almost too many eras to talk about. I think it's just like culturally how it's changed is what's the biggest thing that he's kind of touching on. I'm curious if he gets to, like, the end of the vlog era would be, like, the full send guys. Like, I remember watching Steve will do it in, like, 2019, and he would literally... I've said this before. I watched Steve will do it in 2019 back when he was at the Clout House, which, like, used to be it was the FaZe house, then it was the Clout House, then it was, like, the TikTok house. It was, like, the one house in LA that everybody had. And I remember him... I was watching him for years, or like a year at this point. And he did a video where he was eating a bunch of Stony Patch Kids. And I think it was in that video. He's like, yeah, it's my 21st birthday. And I was like, haha, funny joke. And then I look it up and he was actually turning 21. And I was like, wait, he's been like underage drinking on YouTube for like 2 years. Like Steve will do it got big as a minor drinking and smoking and doing drugs. Like... that was when he blew up. Like, I didn't know that. And then there was that, I think, like, that, does anybody remember the challenge that the FaZe guy, it was like full send FaZe, Bradley Martin, and Bradley Martin did the challenge. And it was how many cigarettes you could smoke in like an hour. And the winner got like 50 grand or some shit. And I think they smoked like 30 cigarettes in like an hour. It was the most disgusting video. Like, not on par with Hair Cake, but it was, like, literally just a video of watching guys, like, full drag 6 cigarettes at once.
Neistat thrived because of how well he was able to capture the mundane. The most popular vloggers of this era thrived because they shaped their lives to be as action-packed and entertaining as possible, with fake relationship drama making the audience of mostly children think that they're getting that same authenticity and connection that people got from Casey Neistat's vlogs. But the fake drama got so bad, people made actual diss tracks about each other, which were about as good as you'd expect.
I don't give a
Heck.
man, I shit in the urinal.
This era also
I love Deji. I think Deji has grown on me so much over the years. Like, when I was a kid and I used to watch Deji, I feel like I didn't, like, dislike his content, but I wasn't really, like, a fan of him. And then over time, like, he is just, dude, he's hilarious. Like, especially just being around him in gaming tournament, bro, he's so funny.
popularized the idea of a content house.
He's just, like, so naturally funny.
Because collaborating occasionally simply didn't cut it. They needed to team up. They needed to team 10 up. But sometimes the vlogger wasn't even the star of these videos, and they'd instead vlog their squad.
Now, the strategy for these creators was...
I mean, that's just the IRL version of Vanoss. I truly believe that Vanoss was a great creator in capturing funny moments. I don't think Vanoss himself was very funny. I think Vanoss surrounded himself by a lot of people that were funnier than him, but he was able to be kind of a director of the comedy, right? Similar to that's what David Dobrik was. Like, David Dobrik isn't an entertaining guy, but he's good at fucking capturing entertaining content.
Pay unnecessarily loud people to hang out with you, pay for a bunch of wacky adventures, record said people in said adventures, rest.
Bro, whenever I see Jason Nash, I feel so bad. Like, he was in such that big popular like David Dobrik era, and then he had to like go, like, he didn't have much money, and he had to go on like TikTok and fucking beg for like galaxies
And repeat. Doesn't that sound like fun? Well, shockingly, it wasn't always. See, these vloggers saw themselves as untouchable directors who could put their friends' lives in danger for a 10-second bit in a video and then pay them extra to not be mad. You know what they say? No risk, no story. Except make sure you only risk, you know, the people that you pay to be around you and shower you with praise because you're the storyteller.
I think in that sense, you have to approach it in a way where, like, there's vloggers that do it where they have guys that are a part of their group and they do stupid dumb shit, but they kind of go, like, while they're paying them, hey, what are you good with? Versus, like, doing it, them getting injured, and then paying them to make amends. You should, like, up front be like, yo, are you good if, like, you break a bone? Like, I'm just, you know, trying to clear, like, hey, Danny, yeah, literally Danny. How good are you with this? Like, are you fine with you potentially getting injured? Like, what are you fine with?
There's no story without you. You can't risk you. You gotta risk them. But boy, did that risk pay off. I mean, viewers loved seeing these lovable goobers get into all these different shenanigans. And the vloggers loved being surrounded by yes men and sycophants who would join them in seeing color for the first time, finding out who's the most fertile, and filming a dead body.
Logan Paul is in some hot water after he posted a video allegedly showing the body of a person.
Now, posting a video.
Did he not blur it? I never saw the original. I never saw the original video. Did he not blur it at all? Like, he just showed a dead body?
Video called So Sorry, period, in response to the backlash is really funny to me. And it's very telling that he didn't add an I'm at the start of the title. Because it is a sly way of removing himself from blame, but he is to blame. Followed closely by his editor, who cut that together and was like, yep, that's a finished video. Now, as you can imagine, when there's a bunch of prideful douchebags running amok, people want to see them get made fun of. Wait, did we already do this bit? No, because that was 2017, and this is...
I was never taught what laws there are.
Commentary / streaming era. 2019? Yeah, no, it started 2019, right before COVID. I was going to disagree and say it was like 2020, 2021, but...
Oh yeah, criticizing content is back in a big way.
Yeah, the Ludwig Rise, literally. Ludwig Subathon, Ludwig Rise, like right around there. Like Ninja was peaking in this time.
Except instead of...
Signed the Mixer deal.
G white boys, we got cozy white boys. So... yeah. Danny Gonzalez, Curtis Connor, and Drew Gooden pioneered a new version of content criticism commentary. Instead of blatantly attacking people, they were goofy about it, criticizing the broader culture that enabled these trends as opposed to the individual.
I think it was the transition from attacking the content or attacking the person to attacking the content. You're not making fun of a person, and like they used to be a lot meaner in like the 2016 era. Like, you would make fun of them rather than what they do.
Partaking in them, which was a much more healthy approach. Around this same time, a little-known website called Twitch.tv saw meteoric strides in online spaces. Tons of people began streaming on Twitch while playing video games, doing challenges, or watching other people's content, which could be considered a bit concerning, but sure.
Yikes, I won't watch your videos, brother, if you don't want me to, I promise.
It's not going to bite Twitch.
I promise.
In the ass. Speaking of Twitch and ass, getting discovered on Twitch sucked ass. And a lot of streamers quickly understood that
if you want to grow on Twitch, you need to make YouTube videos.
And with this...
But yeah, it was... I think that's still... is in play today. I think that if you want to have a YouTube audience, you kind of have to grow, or if you want to have a Twitch audience, you kind of have to grow on YouTube first. And you could stream the content, post it on YouTube. That YouTube audience that grows will now cycle back to your Twitch. But you're never going to be, the Twitch recommendation system, live streaming for that matter, is so bad that there's no real way they're able to push new channels without you having content elsewhere. And that's always been the problem. It's a problem now just because of the level of competitiveness, but it used to be a problem, you know, way back in like 2018, 2017, 2016, just because there was no one on Twitch. Like, the only way you watched a Twitch streamer was if they were like, hey, I'm a YouTuber, I know you like my content, I also stream on Wednesdays at 6. And you're like, oh, I'll go check that out. Like, now people just have Twitch the app, so they're more likely to go see shit.
Stream highlights meta was born.
Boy!
But before
dude, I thought about that the other day. I watched Ludwig before I even ever streamed. And then, like, now I just stream with him sometimes. And it feels weird. Like, I don't recognize it. Like, at all. Like, I was a fan of Ludwig first.
get into that, let's check back on the commentary channels.
You're numb to it? Yeah, no, I've gotten used to it. There was an era where, like, I couldn't watch streamers that I stream with because it felt weird. But, like, I stream with Squeaks and Lud. I watch their content all the time. How old is Lud? He's like 30.
I am Drew. I am Danny. And we are the same person.
Because of the playful nature, constant collaborations, and actually thought out comedic timing, these commentary videos were easy to watch, sure, but especially easy to binge. And if you ever ran out of one creator's videos, the others were making basically the exact same kind of content. And that endless supply was wonderful because you could have them on in the background, but you could also sit and actively watch several in a row, which was quite convenient because when COVID happened, there wasn't much else to do. I mean, sure, these channels had a bit...
I think that's what blew up streaming. I really wonder what streaming and what YouTube would look like if COVID never happened. I think there would be a lot of the same trends, but I think it fast-tracked a lot of content in a way that we kind of warped through eras faster than we used to. Like, these eras of YouTube used to be like 2, 3, 4 years long. Now it'll be like 6 months of a trend and then something else pops up and you move on. It's like, yeah, you could attribute that to like brain rot short form content like shorts, reels, TikTok. But I think a lot of that blew up too just from COVID because there was nothing else to do, dude. Like, that's when I started streaming. And like, I wasn't making money then, but it's like, I think I was able to build an audience originally just because, like, not even 2020, more like 2021, there was nothing to do.
It felt like hanging out with a pal, which is all anyone really wanted, which also helps to explain why streaming got so big.
I was actually talking to my friend the other day about fandom and how it gets built. And while I'll talk more about that conversation later, we both agreed that the last time there was a truly engaged fandom was during this era, being the Dream SMP. Now, if you're anything like me, then you hear the Dream SMP and immediately imagine a bunch of cornballs and goobers. Oh, and Technoblade. But this was truly an epidemic online.
Rep Technoblade, bro.
Where entire sub-communities existed within the communities of the different Minecraft.
Yeah, it was like a different era of dedicated fan base, bro. Like, diehards. Like, I think that still exists within audiences now, but it was like, I don't know, it was more parasocial. Like, the level of, like, involvement these people had, where it was like all day, every day, you were just in the Wilbur suit, Tommy in it era, you know?
YouTubers within this group. People would watch for hours and hours, talk about what they watched for hours, and then go back to watching for hours. I mean, when there's that many creators that are both streaming and making videos on the same thing, it's almost impossible to run out of content to watch. Hey, doesn't that kind of sound like...
I feel like that was... It's basically just a modern day, like, 2016 Minecraft era. Like, I used to watch the Pixelmon YouTube videos that they had. It was Pokemon in Minecraft, if you don't know what Pixelmon is. I used to watch all of their POVs. I used to watch Vicstar's POV in a Pixelmon server, XRPM X13, Bayesian Canadian, and Preston Plays. On the same server. And I would watch some of their videos, and then I would go to the other, and I would bounce around some more than others. But it was like, I would literally just watch one video and then be like, okay, what is this person doing?
It got to a point where it had no point. Viewers were watching to watch, consuming to consume, because consuming meant being a part of something. But then the world opened back up, and suddenly people realized that their time was much more valuable. If viewers were going to watch a video, it had to earn their time, which honestly sounds great, until you remember that humans are stupid and easily manipulated.
Oh my god. Oh my god. The beastification era. This is the worst era. This is the worst era. And it used to be, bro, I remember Mr. Beast videos. I don't want to say they're not hype anymore. I know they get mad views, but it's like, I feel like when Mr. Beast, it was like unheard of somebody to do crazy videos like that. And then everyone just started doing the same shit, like unspeakable. And it just lost value like instantly. Like, okay, put your hand on a Lamborghini, last one to take it off wins. Like, it's not... It was hype. I remember when they were at the Clout House, Mr. Beast did a video with YouTubers, and it was like, last to leave the circle wins like 100K. And they had to like poop in like buckets and shit. That was like the peak of that.
All right, look, I don't really need to explain this one. Basically, there was this guy.
I'm Mr. Beast, and I'm gonna spend the next 50 hours buried alive in this coffin.
And he also... And then
didn't he have 500 million subs?
Suddenly Minecraft videos were...
I learned, like, while I was talking to Jack, dude, the majority of Mr. Beast viewers are foreign, I'm pretty sure. Like, I can't say that with full confidence, but I'm pretty sure the majority of Mr. Beast viewers are like, they watch dub. Like, I'm not even saying foreign, like, non-American. I'm saying foreign, like, not English-speaking. Their main language is somewhere else, like India or the Philippines or somewhere, not the Philippines, like Indonesia. Like, he has a lot of viewers that watch the dub of his videos.
2,000 hours to get this sword in Minecraft.
And as such, YouTube videos had two different forms. They were either, please just watch this video all the way through. I'm begging you, please. Or, you will watch this. You will not remember any of what you just watched, but you will watch the whole thing and press the like button anyways. Creators stopped creating and started manufacturing. Mr. Beast's team didn't give a shit about the story, they just cared about keeping you watching. Then, when Mr. Beast rises to the top, other creators see his numbers and decide to copy him. And in the economy of YouTube, attention is the
Topper Guild, bro.
Currency. So viewers were essentially getting robbed without even realizing it. But Jimmy Beast, the philanthropist he is, wanted to give back. He hosted constant competitions for people to win money, his fans included.
I don't think those were like bad videos though. Like the Squid Games one was like sick. I just hate now. Like the recent one we watched where it was like fucking 50 survivalists versus like 50 regular people. And they're collapsing like 3 weeks of experiences into a 20-minute video. And then they pan to a woman you haven't ever seen in the entire video. You haven't seen her a day in your life. And it's like 8 days in and she's like, I'm really struggling. It's my daughter's birthday today and I haven't seen... Like, I don't know you, right? And they're playing this sappy music over this. And it's like, there's no... You need to have character building, right? There needs to be a rapport with the viewer and the video. And when you just kind of randomly throw someone in and it's like, yeah, this is really sad. Like, it just doesn't work. Like, the one where the one guy had to lose a lot of weight, it's like you could build that. And so there was more involvement. But when you have 500 people in a fucking video and then you randomly cut to like fucking Derek and Derek's talking about how he's going through a hard time and they're playing sad music over it, it's like, I'm not tapped into this.
If you look at the Beast channel banner, you'll see it says, subscribe for a cookie. And that's where the sin comes in. The entire nature of his audience is transactional. People subscribe with the hopes that they'll get a return.
That is very true. It's not like the regular view to like, or YouTuber to viewer transaction. Like for me, you sub to me, you watch my videos, I provide entertainment. Whereas like there's so many people that are like, yeah, I sub to Mr. Beast because like if I ever like pass him on the side of the road, he'll give me $1,000. Like,
subscribe for a cookie. I bring this up to demonstrate that while the beastification of YouTube proved many creators willing to put out...
But it's like still, I don't know. Like, I don't think he makes shit content. I just think like he's too into the min-maxing of he's metagaming YouTube versus just being like, I want to make something that might get 30% less views, but is like 80% more enjoyable. You know? Like, I just wish he took that pivot. But I don't think, like, the content, like, I know he did a recent one where he got a lot of the OGs of YouTube to, like, compete for $1 million, which is, like, sick, right? And it's, like, there's certain videos that he does that are really cool. But then it's, like, I think another thing that I want to hone in on here, it's not even just the Mr. Beastification. It's bucket content. Bucket content. That is such a big thing that you notice with Mr. Beast videos. 50 YouTube legends fight for $1 million. 50 streamers fight for $1 million. 30 celebrities fight for $1 million, right? And then you just keep going and you keep seeing the same shit. I survived 100 hours in a temple. Survived 100 days in a prison. Survived 100 days trapped on a private jet. $1 versus $500,000. You know, last to leave the circle. Spent 100 hours inside a pyramid. $1 versus $500,000 experiment. 50 YouTubers fight for $1 million. It's like any video he does 5 other videos that are identical, but with different tweaks because it's like you just find a bucket. There's never I'm going to do this and then but it's the same shit that I do. It's like that's just the content of YouTube or the style of YouTube. It's like I tried viewer suggested Amazon products. Then I did one with Temu. Then I do one with Etsy. And it's like, so it changes it, right? And I think in that sense, there's more variety because it's like the premise is the same, but all of the content's different. Whereas this, it's just like, okay, we're going to do challenges, but with different people. And so I think that's why people just get old of it because it's like, okay, it's just the pump and dump like content, high quality production, but it's like the ideas are always very relative to the others that already exist. $1 versus $100 million house. And it's like, dude, I've watched so many of these. Like, some of them are fucking peak. I'm not going to sit here and say they're not, but like, I don't know.
It wasn't a one-way street. Both the creators and the viewers were guilty of... And if you watch this video back, you'll see that the viewers were always the sinners. Every era, every change was guided by the viewers' desires.
I think that's another thing that needs to be said is so many people go, Mr. Beast ruined YouTube. Mr. Beast did this. You watched it, you fuck. Right? Like, and I'll say the same thing. Like, it's not any individual's fault, but it's like the YouTube content reflects what the viewer wants. That's it. Viewers watch content and make that content popular. If the only reason that exists is because it's a reflection on society and the viewers themselves. It's not, if Mr. Beast isn't force feeding you this content, you're choosing to watch it.
By the viewers' lust, envy, greed, it was always the viewers. And while that's a little bleak to reflect on, it's actually what gives me the most hope for YouTube's future. Because of how long the beastification era went on, people are desensitized to the extreme faces, fast-paced edits, and the cash register sound effects. Video essays like this one only exist because people are being more intentional with what they watch, and are also more wary of the tricks creators use. Alright, since we made it to era number 8, before I explain what it entails, I'm going to do the Dan TDM impression I promised. Here's the intro I'm going to be doing for reference.
Hey everyone! Dan here from the Diamond Minecart.
Alright.
Oh, this could be bad.
Hey everyone! Dan here from the Diamond Minecart. Still got it. Still got it.
That's getting a 6 out of 10.
If you remember from earlier, I referenced a conversation I had about fandom, and how YouTube doesn't have the same obsessive, massive fandoms that it once had. But that's just a symptom of the website's growth, and arguably, a good sign for its future. There are so many niche communities on YouTube. So many subcultures within each...
So many niche communities, dude. Oh my god. There could be a YouTuber you've never heard of that pulls fucking 5 million views a video every day for the last 5 years, and you don't even know what the fuck they do.
Niche community And then
That's not even niche, but it's like, it is still niche.
so many inside jokes within each subculture. It's getting more and more possible to just make videos you want to make, and YouTube will find people to watch them. I've been so grateful for the amount of people who have enjoyed watching the things I make, because these are things I want to make. And if that's not old YouTube, then I don't know what is. Actually, growing up, I was always a bit sad, because the earliest YouTube I remember, besides, glimpses of the Gummy Bear song, is era number 2. I never got to enjoy what many consider old YouTube, but maybe that's a blessing, because it feels like everyone who did experience it is a bit too blinded by nostalgia. Which, if you want to learn about nostalgia and how going back to nostalgic games could actually be making your life harder, well, check this video out right here. Oh, and contrary...
When comfort gaming stops being comforting, what, like, kind of like perpetually throwing yourself into nostalgia to try to relive the past and enjoy the present? That could be a fire fucking video too, dude. God damn. Watch it. I'll actually add that to the watch later. Bro, yikes. I don't know if you're still here, dude. You make great content, man. Like, wow. Fine art of beating off in Minecraft, huh? Huh? All right, next video, chat. Next video. I investigated the JoJo Siwa cruise.
I have been to North Korea, the bowels of Dubai, and New Jersey.
All right. All right.
And what if I told you I found a place worse than all three? What if I told you that to enter such a place would cost thousands of dollars? What if I told you that place
is the JoJo Siwa Cruise Extravaganza?
Where you
Is this a whole cruise for JoJo Siwa? Like, I didn't even hear about. There's no way. It's probably just like a show she has with a little package.
You and JoJo Siwa can sail across the Caribbean aboard one of the biggest aquatic monstrosities since the Titanic.
Don't ask how much the workers make. It's definitely not $3 an hour.
Get a burger at our old-timey Johnny Rockets American Diner.
Don't dive into why there's a black plume of smoke coming out of the butthole of the engine,
and dive into Sugar Beach and get a lollipop.
And do not ask why all the labor on board comes from India, the Philippines, and Indonesia.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, it's, you know what it is? It's because there's like weird loophole laws where they don't even need American visas. Like, they don't need American visas. They don't need green cards. They don't need American citizenship at all. Like, if you work on Carnival Cruise and you're leaving out of Miami, like when I went on the Virgin Voyages cruise, the vlog's not out yet, but at the time, people on YouTube see this, it might be. Me and Jack went on Virgin Voyages, and every person was from a different country. Like, all the tattoo artists were from different countries. The bartenders were from, like, Croatia, Bosnia, Mexico, everywhere. Like, every worker was a different nationality, contracted from a different place. I asked some of them, I was like, where'd you find this job? And he was like, LinkedIn, or, like, Indeed, or some shit. I was like, bro, really? He was like, yeah, I'm here on the boat for, like, 4 months now. I was like, ugh, living on that fucking thing.
For 3 nights, JoJo Siwa is taking over a Royal Caribbean cruise ship to perform a song, teach a glitter class, and host a cabana party. I paid $3,000 to go on this because
$3,000 for the JoJo Siwa cruise? Bro. And the whole cruise is around her? There's no way she was able to contract that big of a fucking cruise ship to do this. I feel like it's just a cruise that she happens to be performing on.
In my life, and this is my job now. But there's also thousands of dollars in bonus activities like meet and greets, hibachi dinners, and movie nights with JoJo herself in her hotel room. But I've never been on a cruise in my whole life. And me and JoJo Siwa were actually both on Nickelodeon, so really, I just want to see how my colleague is doing.
Welcome to the JoJo Cruise, everybody.
Why is everybody 45? Wait, does she have audience members that old? Wait, what the fuck? Why is everybody, what? The JoJo Siwa I remember was selling like hair bows to like 8-year-olds.
Going on the JoJo Siwa cruise.
Okay.
Are you checking that bag in?
You would have thought I was getting on Noah's damn ark the way people were congregating to get on this boat. And I felt so underprepared. Like, people had, like, matching t-shirts.
Nah, this is not a JoJo Siwa cruise, bro. I'm telling you, Ben, bro, you gotta be marketing this as, like, there's no way. I feel like this is a cruise and there was, like, a side package to meet JoJo Siwa. There's no shot all fucking, like, 4,000, 10,000 people on this cruise ship are here to see JoJo.
That said, "Aw, ship, it's a trip." What the fuck? They got one lady up there and left her to die. Walking into one of these boats.
Bro, cruisers are a different category of people, like Disney adults. Like, they're their own, like, it's like a club. You know, like, people that take, like, you're a cruise person. Most people don't travel on cruises. Like, if I'm traveling, I'm going on a plane. Like, I'm flying to a destination. I want to be there. I might, like, travel destination to destination there. And then there's people that only get on cruises and go to different places through that. I just feel like it's not an authentic way to... It's fun. Like, I had fun on the cruise. I've only been on one. But, like, I feel like it's way more enriching of an experience to fly to, like, Italy... stay there for a week and, like, travel around Europe, then, like, be on a cruise, hop off for 8 hours, experience Rome, and then get back on. It's like, it feels like you're speed running an experience.
Boats feels like how krill probably feel when they get sucked into a whale. Although instead of a beautiful symbiotic relationship between the two, I feel like I'm getting trapped into one of the most concentrated forms of capitalism. They are blasting EDM. I don't know where the fuck to go.
I have never been more disoriented in my...
It was a very overwhelming experience. This is a lot larger of a cruise ship than I went on. But when me and Jack got on the cruise, I had no idea where anything was. And for the first, like, 3 hours, you kind of just wander. Because it's fucking huge. You have no idea where anything is. You don't know where your room is. You don't know where restaurants are. There's like 15 floors.
Fucking life.
Some people were navigating this boat with almost impeccable muscle memory.
Yeah, they've been here a
I
bunch.
was lost as hell. And I had no idea where to go because there was 18 floors on this boat.
Sanitizing the rooms is a good sign. That means no Penta, no Ebola. Throughout this video, I'm probably gonna get like a lot of comments saying like, "Oh boy, aren't you fun at parties?" I'm not. I'm not fun at parties. That's why you're watching this. Okay. Room tour, room tour. I'm so excited to be going to the Bahamas in the beautiful Caribbean weather. And I can't wait to look out my window and see.
Yo, on mine I had a balcony. Yo, your window view is the fucking, like, mall front. Yo, this is literally just, like, random jewelry kiosks. This is terrible. Holy shit. This costs $3 grand?
Watch kiosk and
for a weekend. This is like you leave on Friday, get back on Monday. Wow.
Book this.
How much was yours? I don't know. Like, see, I don't know how to compare because I don't know how all-inclusive his is. Like, all of our food was included, but the drinks weren't. I think it was like $2 grand. Maybe like $2,500. But it's like an adult-only cruise. It's not as big. So, I mean, like, you kind of compare in that sense. But I don't know, dude. To have a view like that.
I knew there was one room left.
Like, this room should be really cheap. Oh, he got the last room. So this is a dog shit place.
And I knew there was like no description of what it would be like. And it's nice, but what they got JoJo see.
Oh, does he have a balcony though? It looks like he might have a balcony.
What fucking posted up it. Do you know how much that costs? Anyways, the schedule is so packed.
Yeah, we tried to, when I went on the Virgin Voyages cruise, we tried to get the Rockstar suite. It was like 17 grand, but I was not paying that. And Jack wasn't paying that shit either. So we were like, yeah, we're influencers. Is there a way that we could, like, you know... They fucking dubbed the shit out of us. Hey, so, like, is there any way we could, like, maybe, you know... Bro, and that shit was empty. I'm almost certain nobody stayed in that room. Maybe they upgraded someone. But, like, to the day that it was booked, that shit was open. And I'm like, wow, they'd rather have that be empty than like just fucking give it away.
Surprisingly, I really thought it would be like you pull up and she goes, and then she like fucks off on a helicopter to somewhere. No, there's like 10 events. And you're coming with me to every single one. I gotta immediately rush
10 JoJo Siwa events
downstairs to register for all the JoJo Siwa activities. I gotta get my goodie bag. Then I get to meet her. I get to have a meet and greet photo op with her. Then something called JoJo Games. JoJo Games.
I could never do that shit, bro. Like, people ask me if I do a meet and greet, and I'm like, bro, if you see me, you see me in like, you know, public or TwitchCon or some shit. Like, I'll take a picture. Like, I'm not about to charge $500 and then me meet you and be like, hey, so you spent your month's income to see me. Here's a 10-second photo and fuck off. All right, we have a million other people I gotta talk to. Sorry. No, I'd just like rather not do that. And I'm not gonna be there like, yo, I'm just gonna be, I couldn't like fake that. You know what I mean? Not that I wouldn't be excited, but it'd like I wouldn't be able to provide an experience that I would value at $500 or $1,000.
And then at 10 p.m., they got JoJo.
That's why I don't even do cameos, bro. Number one, Cameo just takes a crazy cut. So does Apple. But it's also just like, bro, am I really going to charge like $400 for me to say like happy birthday to someone?
I would get so fucked up, I fall off the boat, and then they have to get the Coast Guard to rescue me. Did I ever tell you that happened to my girlfriend?
Two 12-year-olds braved the cold Gulf of Mexico water as their raft drifted miles away from the shore earlier today.
Oh my God.
So we were like on a raft, and I guess the wind was going, the waves were going the opposite way. Like instead of coming in, they were going out and kind of took off.
After getting settled, I made my way down to the JoJo Siwa registration room where
Bro, that's JoJo Siwa like 10 years ago.
Where I was surprised to find that all of her fans were adults and adult women. But I'm not kidding. Let me reiterate. This was an adult to child ratio of 15 to 1.
Okay, but that's skewed because this is a cruise that costs money. Okay, we got to say that as well. Like, there's going to be more adults on the cruise because the cruise is $3,000. Like, she has more kid fans, but they're not going to be on the cruise.
I only got in the conference room turned de facto JoJo Siwa shrine and got all of my...
Like, this would make me, like shrivel inside myself if I was sitting in a room surrounded by images of me. You know? Like, I would die if I'm sitting here at a table for, like, a meet and greet and there's just, like, a bunch of pictures.
My credentials, which included a lanyard and a goodie bag. And that's when me and a select group of the superfans, and by superfans I mean the people that paid $350 for the photo meet and greet, got shuttled to
$350
towards her personal hotel room for the photos.
Ben?
Yeah.
And I am sure this felt like a dream come true for everyone else.
Bro, I'd rather just shill some, like, Raid Shadow Legend ads than charge my followers $350 to take a picture
in the group. Like, this is probably the equivalent of how people used to like shave their legs when they went to a One Direction concert in case Harry Styles was like, come backstage, love.
How was it?
How was it? Amazing. I mean, literally extravagant, to say the least.
I'm so excited.
Wow.
For you.
Wow. I mean, I thought I was gonna throw up. When we were taking that picture with JoJo and there were so many other photos of JoJo around, I actually vomited in my mouth a little bit, but I went and swallowed it right before the photo because it was like, that would have been really embarrassing, you know?
But it was finally my turn to enter the $50,000 JoJo Siwa suite.
Wait, you get to be in the suite? Oh my God, there's a slide.
But it was finally my turn to enter the $50,000 JoJo Siwa suite.
It's going good. How are you?
Can I put my backpack here?
Now, please ignore I didn't even film this properly. I was legitimately starstruck.
Ben, nice to meet you, mate. I like the dog shirt. It's good. It's cute. I'm here for it. Here for vibes. Please give me your vibe.
Wait, yeah. Wait, these
Yeah.
are cute. Wait, the outfit's cute.
Should do a photo.
Oh my God, see, I would be standing there like such a cornball. Like, this is so awkward. This is so awkward.
Let's do it. Let's get it.
Go 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Let me get serious.
Yeah, there we go.
1, 2.
Look at this ocean vibes now.
I will say, bro, she gets so much hate, and like I used to clown on her a lot. Like, you know, I respect the hustle to a degree. Like, I can't sit here. Like, I used to be a JoJo hater. Like, I used to be a JoJo hater, and now I'm more on the guise of like, okay, bro, she's a cornball sometimes, but like, who cares? Like,
Yeah. Oh, we're moving. Yeah, we're moving. Happy sail away. Welcome to the Utopia. It's a good place to start.
Awesome. Well, so nice to meet you.
Back at you. It's gonna be a great weekend. What do they call it? Like the ultimate weekend.
where are they going? He said they're going to the Bahamas. Are they leaving from... If it's a 3-day cruise, they're probably leaving from Miami. Hating's fun, though? Yeah, bro, but it's never that serious.
Right?
Ultimate weekend. Slamming ultimate weekend. Thank you. Thank you.
They got, like, shuffleboard on the carpet. Oh, my God, I'm getting cheered off.
It was so fun.
How much for... No, I'm not even going to ask my audience this. I'm going to ask myself this. How much would somebody have to pay me to take 5 grams of mushrooms and then pull up to the JoJo meet and greet? Wow, that would be terrifying. Maybe like 80 grand. I think I would have like some sort of everlasting damage.
Enjoy. Then right after that interaction, they printed off our photos for the bedazzling class.
And I go, what you have in front of you is you have the sparkle. So then you also have the glue. Then you have the detail tools, right? And then your fan brush is kind of at the end.
We had a tutorial picture that we were able to bedazzle first, and thank God for that, because when I tried bedazzling her and putting glitter on, I made her look like Rue at the end of Euphoria, so...
Be smooth. She doesn't look like it has a lot of lumps.
I was attempting to...
No, I could not participate in this. I could not participate in this. This would be, like, I would rather go and have to redo the swingers cruise with Jack again. Like, I would rather go around and get another reverse pineapple tattoo and be like, yeah, we're swingers. Are you, that's easier for me than having to, like, sit here and bedazzle a picture of JoJo Siwa. Like,
small talk with the other participants.
Are you gonna do a glitter?
Nope.
Nope. But then JoJo Siwa herself appeared to adjudicate our bedazzling.
Wow. How?
How much do you think she's making, bro? Like, because, I mean, did they say this was Carnival Cruise? The cruise line's taking a cut. Like, the cruise line has to be taking a cut. Unless they made some sort of deal where, like, the room itself is whatever they make money, and then JoJo's just getting whatever's the add-on. $1 million? Bro, no. I think she's getting, like, 30K. Like, 50K. Which is still crazy. But, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how many people are paying. Like, this seems like a fairly small room. And it's just, like, okay, 50 grand to the average person? My God. 50K in a weekend? Fuck yeah. All you guys could bedazzle pictures of me, you know? But, like, she has to have, bro, she sold so many bows. So I'm like, in perspective, I'm like, this isn't that, like, there's no way she's making in her, like, retrospect to her overall net worth.
I think it looks beautiful. You're doing wonderful. You fixed my hairline. That's all that matters.
Goodie bag unboxing.
That's funny. See? Gotta give credit where credit's due, JoJo. That was a good joke.
I didn't buy a
Hashtag relatable.
t-shirt or anything because I thought they would just give one for free, considering I spent $2,600.
Wait, how much was that shit?
All that matters.
Goodie bag unboxing. I didn't buy a t-shirt or anything because I thought they would just give one for free, considering I spent $2,600. You'd think I'd get one for free, but I did get this goodie bag. Wouldn't you like to see what's in it?
My official JoJo Siwa Cruise passport.
We got a beautiful AI sticker on it. For each activity you do, you're supposed to put the sticker of each activity in the passport. Yep. I have a JoJo Siwa Cruise rubber ducky.
Bro, like, this shit's just so parasocial, too. Like, that's why, like, bro, imagine I did this, and it was, like, instead of, like, glittering, you had to, like, the photo shoot was you recreating the I've Been in the Hills picture. And, like, you hold the B movie, and you sit on, like, a broken bus seat. Like, that would be, like, cornball. That would be, like, like, actually... so cringe, dude. I would do that, bro. That would be so lame. Like, I wouldn't ever do that I would not let you guys do that. I would be like, no, you're actually gonna get clowned on. Like, that would be the lamest thing ever.
JoJo Siwa Cruz posted JoJo Siwa Cruz hand sanitizer because JoJo Siwa will not have a hantavirus outbreak on this fucking Royal Caribbean cruise. A little keychain that says, "I'm your guilty pleasure."
You are a cornball, Joe? I know I'm a cornball. I'm saying I'm not about to try and charge my audience to also be a cornball. Like, I couldn't.
And then here is my sticker from the glitter photo class. Well, I love how literally everything is AI generated. Like every single thing, whatever. And then a JoJo Siwa Cruz lip balm. Let's put it on because my lips are chapped. Listen, that tastes good. When you think of like what an adult JoJo Siwa fan looks like, abandon all your prejudices, abandon it all. Because I just spent an hour in line with them. And let me tell you, lesbian, mostly British, so random, in their 30s, turned as fuck. I got nothing bad to say about JoJo Siwa.
British lesbians in their 30s?
Fans. I love that there's like 200 of them, but they are so dedicated. And when I look into their eyes, especially as I was waiting in line, as we enter JoJo Siwa's freaking mansion suite on this boat, I was like, oh my god, here are these sweet little lesbians who have never found representation and they had what, fucking Ellen DeGeneres? That's how dire things were in the lesbian representation. And then here comes along JoJo Siwa, and yes, even though she's a boyfriend now, bisexual people exist. They still love her. They still love her. They're still showing up. They're flying from fucking London to Orlando to get on a boat to the Bahamas and back just to build a boat with her. Y'all wouldn't do that for me, so fuck y'all. But here are my pictures.
Anyways, I had a few hours to
$350. Sell that shit on eBay.
spare to explore the ship before the JoJo party that night. I don't know how to describe this boat other than it felt like it was co-creative directed by Mr. Beast and the set designer for Love Island. I walked outside and
people throwing dollar bills. Hell yeah.
To the carnival themed promenade, and there were people throwing dollars.
Keep them going. Keep them going. I start throwing quarters off the top deck. Just like pelting people in the head.
Dollar bills off.
Hell yeah. 25 cents.
Of their balcony for like little children to catch, and they were like beating the fuck out of each other to grab these bills.
That kid just pushed his little brother.
And then recording these children fighting to the death for the money. Also, there were like perpetually cover bands just playing Michael Jackson songs everywhere. I tried to go to JoJo games, but I couldn't stay because my stomach hurt so bad. I'll get into that later. But I did manage to go to the JoJo club later that night. Throughout the weekend.
Yo, what the fuck? Special Forces World's Toughest Test. What is that? I was gonna say, you know, one of the best feelings is, have you ever had the shits to the point where like you're like pooping water and you like feel really uneasy, but then like you sit on the toilet and you just let it rip and it's kind of like it just like a and it just all goes. Like the relieving sense of like getting that like just actual piss diarrhea out of your body. Oh my god.
Each JoJo Siwa crew.
No, it's like it or that, and then what matches that is the relieving feeling of like being sick with a really stuffy nose and you blow it and just like hordes of mucus just leave your nostrils and then you can breathe for like 10 seconds.
Event kind of just repurposed the same background step and repeat.
Makes you appreciate the little things in life.
Posters. Someone on our team actually just like turned to me and said, you know, this is kind of like JoJo Siwa's Eras tour. And you know what? They're fucking right. They're right. No one was touching the bar or desserts. And
bro, that was the thing about every cruise, dude. Like I knew that coming in to the first cruise that I went on. And bro, just every other place that sells food or has food is just desserts. Donuts, fucking little like crumpets or whatever these like hors d'oeuvre looking desserts are.
And their legs seem to be glued to the dance floor. I didn't know what was going on.
I don't know if you can hear it, but they ran out of JoJo Siwa songs, so they're playing her Christmas catalog now.
It kind of had the vibe of like a middle school dance, so I left pretty quickly.
Day one. The closest comparison I have to the vibe of this place
is the AI generated Willy Wonka experience in like Glasgow. I haven't even like had time to process and the fact that I'm in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. I can't even fucking think about that right now because I'm so overwhelmed with the world building that JoJo Siwa has created. And let me tell you, when JoJo Siwa walked in the fucking glitter bow room, oh, I get it. I fucking get it.
I don't know, dude. I just can't imagine. Like, I was talking to Jack about this too, and Jack and Ben are kind of in the same boat where they'll go on cruises and trips alone. Like, having to just force yourself to get up and go to these random events that are just going to be so socially awkward at 4 p.m. Like, I know these videos look fun, but being alone and having to, like, pull up to the JoJo Siwa event at 5:30 when you're like, hell no, I don't want to go to this. Like, there's a level of dedication to the social awkwardness that, like, you've never experienced before.
However, a vibe that I was not enjoying was the ship that was housing the JoJo Siwa cruise. Like, why was there a floating Starbucks next to a man selling a Singaporean lady 5 packs of Newports, and then people line dancing to fucking Michael Jackson in the background?
Almost midnight. My nervous system is running 1,000 miles an hour. I need to be hit in the head with a rock.
I found little to no reprieve anywhere on the...
Oh, slot machines. Oh, slot machines.
No reprieve anywhere on the boat.
Spam blinking.
From the constant overstimulation, aside from this random, like, auction art gallery where they had paintings of, like, sexy, sexed up strawberries.
How do we have all that
Yeah, that shit's probably like $1,000 for that painting too.
going on in there? And then it's just...
Bro, that was the scariest shit about a cruise. Pitch black. Like, I've never experienced being outside in, like, the level of darkness. Wait, what do you mean Tung 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 Sahur? Where? That is not Tung 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 Sahur. Bro, y'all ain't no triple T. Anyways... Yo, the level of darkness is insane. And I've been, like, in the middle of the woods at night and shit where it's, like, pitch black, but there's still, like, some glow from the moon. Like, it is just dark.
The void! I think that when this whole American experiment falls in, like, 20 years, and we're eating sawdust to keep our bellies full and cooking cockroaches over, like, a grill, we're gonna look back at this and think, what the fuck were we doing?
Recession indicator, JoJo Siwa cruise.
If you're thinking of going on a cruise, I think these are great and perfect for 3 types of people. Number 1, people with DUIs and alcohol problems who cannot be trusted with a beer near any sort of car infrastructure. Number 2, people who still get down to Michael Jackson's music like he wasn't the biggest toucher ever. And number 3, people who were the first in their bloodline to get a passport and are too scared to go outside of North America.
Yeah, bro, but, like, I mean, get all the points. But, like, the last one about the passport is, I don't know, like, I'll agree with that. That is, like, lame if you get a passport and the only place you go is, like, the Bahamas. Like, it would be cooler to just go to, like, Canada or Mexico. Like, there's just way better places.
Are they gonna keep playing this all fucking night? Because I want to go to bed and it's so loud.
They kept playing it all fucking night!
I thought being on an Amtrak was bad about not being able to sleep.
It's almost fucking 1 in the morning.
When this
can he hear them?
bitch docks at the Nassau port, I'm literally gonna call the Canadian Embassy and get them to fucking rescue me.
I ain't never been a fake bitch ever. I can never...
Good morning, Bahamas.
I feel like I slept 2 hours.
Time to look at my view of the beautiful island of Bahamas.
Everything JoJo Siwa until like 5 p.m. you have to pay for. So I didn't, because I quickly realized that I'm gonna be operating at a loss for this video. But there's a
Yo, so all day, every day, JoJo Siwa is pulling up to, like, random events that people are paying for and acting, like, excited about the glitter posters and shit like that.
Party tonight at 5. JoJo party tonight at 5. Who's excited? But I desperately need to touch land. I need to be on solid fucking ground. Sometimes I'll be like, maybe I am on land. And then you feel it fucking rock a little bit, and it's the worst.
Oh my God, bro, chat, shut up about the Michael Jackson shit, dude. Literally lock in. It's like right at, bro, actually lock in.
Feeling ever. I feel like I'm perpetually on an edible, but I'm not. I have been sober this whole time.
Every time I've traveled somewhere and they have like a cruise ship docking, I always remember looking at them and I'm like, oh, you motherfuckers are the people from Wall-E. Because you need to be shuttled around everywhere with like 14 buffets on board. But now I'm one of them. Although I haven't found anything to eat because nothing's vegan. And should I have checked that before? Well, I did. And they said there was like one item available. And I haven't found the one item. A cruise has got to be the worst way to like experience whatever.
Bro, are they in the Bahamas or are they in like Key West right now? Because I don't know, dude. I just feel like this dock spot is like they're, oh my God, you're paying $3,000 to go on a cruise to literally just be in like the equivalent of like Florida.
Place you're going to because you can't even experience it. You gotta have that shit wrapped up by 5 p.m. You couldn't even get dinner here if you wanted to. And if you're not there by 5, they say
that is what I don't fuck with about cruises either. There's no time, man. And it's like, cruises don't appeal to like the fucking time schedule of somebody that wants to be on vacation and party. Because they dock at the port that they're at like 8 a.m. and they leave at 4. And if I'm hammered and staying up till 3 a.m., I'm not going to get the fuck up at 7, eat breakfast, and then get out on the water or off the boat so I could go experience this place for fucking 5 hours. It's like, I end up getting out there at 1. I have 3 hours to do shit, and then I got to leave.
Sail away without you. There are so many videos of people like getting left the fuck behind by their cruise ship. So let's see what I can experience in just 7 hours.
I shit you not. 2 minutes
Nah, they're in the Bahamas, Nassau.
later.
Didn't record it, obviously, but this guy just, well, he was looking a little crazy from far away, and then he just threw a fucking stick at me that hit me in the leg. And I was like, do I look backwards? So I kept doing the, and like, listen.
I just don't say shit and keep walking, bro. When I was in Miami with Jack, me and him are having a conversation. Walk by a lady. She just randomly goes, shut the fuck up. And I go, I just giggle, keep walking. I'm like, I'm not about to pick a fight with a crackhead. Like,
Do it. Not in fucking Bahamas. Not on my Bahama getaway. What the fuck? I'll go check. You know what? Oh, never mind. It was fucking crowbar, actually. So let me see if they got tetanus shots on board. I don't think it didn't actually really leave a mark, but I was just shocked. I was just startled to be hit by a stick at 10 a.m. Jojo, where are you? Okay, so it's hot as balls. The stick guy seems to be making a return. And I stumble across this poster with Sonic looking, I don't even know.
voted world's best bar? What is this an ad for? I am support this community, 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. daily, Harry Potter, Obama, cold drinks, hot food.
Where to begin with this poster? It is for a restaurant. It says Harry Potter Obama. It's like the
it's the Harry Potter Obama bar. Okay.
Only restaurant that I can find that's like open at this hour of 10 a.m. They also do public relations training and radio TV commercials inside it. So I'm gonna go in.
I didn't know what to get. They didn't have food yet, so I ordered a Sprite and took it all.
Didn't have food yet. The fuck? Bro, that's crazy that there's a Sonic Obama bar. There's another Obama bar in San Diego that I've been to. There's more than one Obama bar that exists.
How'd you get the name for this place?
Probably President Barack Obama and also Harry Potter and Sonic.
Backpack.
And Bitcoin. Look at that shit. I mean, is this not AI brain rot? They made a fucking LED light of this. Harry Potter, Sonic, Bitcoin.
It's a backpack. Came out years ago. It had like 30 million views years ago.
Yeah, I mean, it's so random. Yeah. Like, I guess. Yeah, I mean, you can just...
I love that, though. I love a bar that is literally just, like, dude, if they opened, like, a triple T Tung 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 Sahur bar, I would be there all day. And all the images are just of Tung 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 Sahur.
Name a bar after anything, I guess. There's been worse names. No, there hasn't.
And all they have specialty drinks that are named after all the fucking Italian AI brain rot.
Hasn't been a worse name than Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic, 10 Inu Club, Bitcoin.
I headed back to the ship area, but not before passing this.
Oh my God, that is a fire business idea in like 8 years. When like younger Gen Z and like older Gen Alpha are 21, somebody should open a fucking Tung 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 Sahur bar, and that'll fucking sell so well because it'll just appeal to their nostalgia.
Holy shit, I just found ground zero of where white people get their braids from when they go on Bahama vacations.
Okay, let's do a quick vibe shift. I had no idea how dark the cruise industry is, but I decided to go on a behind-the-scenes tour that like 4 other people tagged along for, and it changed.
Oh, they actually let you like see the back rooms of a cruise ship?
The trajectory of the entire weekend for me.
How many days of work do you guys each?
So we're working 6 months straight.
6 months straight?
6 months straight, bro. And they live in these small-ass rooms. Like, they don't have the rooms that you have on a cruise. They're living, like, bunk beds.
It depends on who it is. Sometimes
It depends on the position.
on the position.
Okay.
For the like me, I'm a 6 months contract on board, so there's no off. Straight 6 months. We work 10 to 11 hours a day. For the regular crew member, like who was new.
No days off? No days off. But, like, what if you're docked? Like, there has to be a gap time.
One who was 5 years in the company, they're working 8 months to 9.
9 months straight, dude? Do they take 3 months off after that? I feel like you'd have to. But I don't even know what are they getting paid?
And then we get off like
Oh, okay, they get 2 months off.
2 months off. Then you need to come back again.
Oh my God, the dread. The dread. You know when it's like you have 9 months of school, you have like 2.5 months off summer, 3 months off. And then it's like that last month you're just going, oh fuck, I gotta get back on the horse, man. It's like it's even worse. Holy shit. 9 months you live on a cruise ship, you get fucking 2-3 months off, and it's like, oh fuck, I'm starting another almost year-long contract.
Lucky if you get 2 months, huh?
Yeah. Sometimes they give you 3, sometimes 4, but mostly like.
And then I'm assuming, dude, the people that are getting that, they're probably working another job. Like if you work on a cruise 9 months and then you're off 3-4, they're not just taking off.
Me, I get only 6 weeks.
And is that 7 days a week?
Yes.
Oh.
I wonder what wage laws apply. So that's what's like also fucked. It's like, what are they getting paid? Because it's like, is federal minimum wage applied here? Because they're not, a lot of them are technically not U.S. citizens, and they're not working in the U.S. because they're on the water. So it's like, are they just getting paid whatever the cruise wants to pay them?
Wow.
No off.
I only
Unless.
sometimes
Yeah.
1 month to 1 week or 2 week max.
Unless you get sick, and that's the time you get off.
Oh.
Yes.
Are you able to like get off like in between the contracts or?
No, we have to complete the contract. If they need us, they do transfer us. Otherwise, no.
Okay.
Okay, please. This until here, that's my cabin.
Oh my God. His cabin size, it's like a closet. You open the door, bed, maybe desk. Nothing. Like half of a college dorm.
Or is it just you?
I share the bathroom.
Oh my God, shared bathroom.
The worst thing is when you have this phone and during the break and it's something, and then the guest services call you or somebody calls you. So even at the break period that you were trying to take a nap, and then it was. So the only time like you sleep peacefully is after 9, but even after 9, you have your stuff like your laundry, cleaning your cabin, or arranging, eating. Then by the time you go, and also it's very very hard. Like, but you know, like every day we do the same thing.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Very boring.
To reiterate, $4 to $6 an hour, 7 days a week, 6 to 8 months a year.
Wait, $44 to $6?
That's what we do.
Very boring.
To reiterate, $4 to $6 an hour.
It's not $46 an hour. No, they're not getting 46 an hour, chat. That was a miss. Chat, I'm certain they're not getting $46 an hour. If they were getting $46 an hour, this would be like the money job. You work 3 years on a cruise ship. Yeah, sign me up. No, it's 4 to 6. I think he said 4 to 6.
7 days.
That's what we do.
I got to do the math on
To
this.
reiterate, $4 to $6 an hour, 7 days a week, 6 to 8 months a year. The workers.
7 days a week, 10 hours a day. If they're working $6 an hour, 11 hours a day, 7 days a week, oh my God, that's terrible, bro. That's $462 a week. And they're working like let's just say oh my God, it's like less than 25K a year if you worked year round.
Sometimes don't get breaks and your only days off are when you get sick. I also want to point out, I didn't really
This is terrible.
get good footage of this, but there was a palpable hierarchy between the workers that were from countries like India, the Philippines, Indonesia, and the more Western and...
Bro, that's like almost worse than like, I mean, it really depends on the farm, but that's like, that wage is like, oh my God. $4 now I put $6 an hour. If you're working $4 an hour, I think the benefit of this is like you have a place to sleep. Like you're not paying. So I think for a lot of the foreign workers, that's probably where the benefit comes in. Yeah, you have no bills. You have no bills. So like what you're making, you're keeping. It's actually $46 an hour. Bro, it's not $46 an hour. If it was $46 an hour, chat, and they were working 11 hours a day, 7 days a week, 52, they'd be making fucking like $180K a year. Like they're not.
like the captains or the
cruise is not paying that.
Head cook.
It's 46 on my life. Really? It actually could be. It might be 46 an hour. Okay, wait. No, literally one more time. Everybody lock in. Wait, here it is.
And trying to take a time when every day.
$6 an hour.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
To reiterate, $4 to $6 an hour.
It sounds like 4 to Ben. Ben, clarify here, brother. 4 to 6 or 46? I can't tell. We're moving on.
Like India, the Philippines, an Indian takes a lot of fuel to get a floating mall across the ocean. They literally only stopped just dumping all their garbage in the ocean in 1992, and they still dump all their food waste in the ocean. After the tour, I was then handed a fact sheet about different details of the boat and a little anecdote that the godmother of this boat was Meghan Trainor. Immediately following some of the worst labor conditions I've ever witnessed since being in Dubai, I was due for the JoJo Siwa concert at sea. They were giving out like those light up wristbands and like the little K-pop dildo things that sync to the beat of whatever song's playing. It was easy to temporarily be transfixed by JoJo. I mean, like she's
fans or other dancers?
Natural born entertainer to like all her fans, old and young. And for the young ones, I was actually surprised they weren't getting the clean versions of her songs, but whatever.
Oh, wow.
Welcome to the JoJo cruise, everybody. I've seen your doors, I've seen your outfits, I've seen it all, and it makes me so happy. I don't want water.
JoJo slams a bottle of fucking Svedka in front of everyone right now. Whirlpools that shit. I don't want water. Whoa.
At this point, I like wandered around, stared at the ocean, but I ended up just going back to my room and sleeping.
The JoJo Siwa farewell party is happening now.
Let's see. The dance party was, once again, basically just a Bluetooth speaker playing her music. I, at this point, was feeling so sick because I was on day 3 of only eating baked beans like I was Grimes or something. But I went back to the buffet to see if there was, I don't know, any new items and witnessed a crowd.
No, there's never any new items at the cruise, bro. They changed the color of the fucking burger, the burger bun, bro. That's it.
People like spawn camping this dessert table. I wandered around some more and found a fucking ice rink where they were just doing like a candy themed ice show. I felt like I was in the Capitol.
That just brought back a memory, dude. Those strips where you would peel off the little candy on the paper.
Hunger Games. I then walked past a premium JoJo Siwa hibachi experience that, once again, was an added $150 a night. And I think she did this every single night, which means that JoJo Siwa was just like eating hibachi every single night of that damn cruise. As I entered this piano elevator, I felt a striking similarity to, you know, that scene from the Titanic where the ship is sinking, but they're still playing playing the violin. And as much as I wanted
Yeah, I don't know if I fuck with the idea of a dude in the elevator playing the piano. I would rather be in the elevator alone. I think when I'm in an elevator with strangers, that's probably like a top 3 most awkward place.
The ship was not physically sinking.
And he's just like staring at you.
But my perception of the whole entire cruise industry definitely was. Cruises, like most popular American tourism, remains afloat on the myth that all the crew, all the people that
take his tips, that's fucked.
Serve them are
What's that?
afforded the exact same luxuries that they are given on the cruise. They're tricked into thinking that they are afforded the same wages, the same freedoms, the same rights, opportunities, the same amount of time with their family as you are. And that's not the case. The craziest thing that I witnessed on this cruise was not finding out that JoJo Siwa can play the drums or that her fan base is mostly 30 to 40-year-old women. It was when I was getting a tour of the behind the scenes of the ship and seeing all the people that make it run, and they told us how their workload is. And one of the 4 other people on the tour turned to him and said, "Well, thank God I don't have your job because I'd be one of those cruise ship jumpers."
Yeah, that's probably a bad thing to say to a guy that works on a cruise ship.
And then he turned to the crates of watermelon that we were looking at, and he said, "Well, that's how they keep all the watermelons fresh for my margaritas." If you want to make the work is work argument that so many bootlickers did.
Wow, that's crazy that one of the 4, I would have expected all the 4 people that were going on the tour to see how the cruise works, like understands the shitty conditions and is like interested in how bad of the lives they live versus being like, so that's how they get my watermelon margarita so fresh. Wow. That's awesome. That's awesome. Do you guys have pineapples back here too? I always get, I always get a pina colada. Yeah, if I had your job, I'd kill myself. Yeah, that would suck. Anyways, do you know where the, where do you guys keep like all the lobsters?
The cruise line is headquartered in America. Why aren't the workers afforded the same bare minimum workers protections and assurances that they are given in America? And this whole weekend, I've been like racking my...
Yeah, it's fucked. It's like if you work for... I feel like if you work for an American-based company or like whatever the country of the company that you're working in is the laws that they should abide by paying you, right? Even if you're not an American citizen, like if the company's owned... Like if you are working for Carnival, is Carnival owned by the U.S.? I don't know. Like, you should be under the same protections. Not just because it's like, oh, international waters, we could kind of just pay you whatever you want.
Why this exists. Why we're boarding a floating mall just to be shuttled from place to place where you can barely even scratch the surface of the destination. You can barely even dip your toes in the foreign country before you have to get back on the boat at 5 p.m. And then I realized the point of a cruise is not to travel and explore.
No, it's not. The whole point of the cruise is just to party on the cruise. The whole point of the cruise is you're on a boat. It's a boat party. It's a 3-day boat party with semi-stops in different areas.
Earnestly, it's to exploit cheap labor that can't be regulated by any formal government. And while providing the cheapest experience possible, they trap the consumer in a closed economic ecosystem.
Oh my God, yeah, now all the fucking places you stop are just private islands that they own.
Where they cannot purchase anything that's not cruise line approved. It robs the crew of their lives, it robs tourists of like an actually fulfilling travel experience, and it robs the places that they stop in because you don't even benefit them economically because you're just shuttled and funneled into pre-packaged itineraries.
Wow, did that just say shore excursion? Shore excursion, McDonald's only 1 mile away. Pathetic. Pathetic. That sign is.
Benefit them economically because you're just shuttled and funneled into pre-packaged itineraries. And all that money is just funneled right back into the cruise line. And I've just never met a soul that's walked off a cruise and said, that was the time of my life. And overall, I'm just left with this feeling of like sad.
That's mean? That's not mean, dude. You land in Nassau, Bahamas, that they're marketing to the American mindset that you, the thing they're going to put on the short skirt, hey, McDonald's is only 1 mile away. Hey, no, you just landed in Nassau, Bahamas. Instead of trying like any of the local food or like experiencing what the Bahamas is actually like, why don't you pull up and get a 10-piece chicken McNugget meal?
And dread, because I look at all these families and know that this is all they will ever experience. of this earth outside of their home country. And to bring it back to JoJo Siwa, because I literally forgot that's the cruise that I'm on, is the JoJo Siwa cruise. Let me check the wristband. I don't think she's like to blame, really. She was ridiculous.
No, I mean, she's like a part of the cruise line, but like she's not the reason the working conditions are shit.
Sweet to all of her fans. Like half of them left the photo op crying. Did the venue of her JoJo Siwa experience need to be on a cruise in the middle of the ocean? Probably not. And did she need to charge thousands of dollars if you wanted to do every single activity? Also probably not. But all I know is that I never want to step foot on one of these fucking boats ever again.
Wow. Yeah, dude, and just how dead it is so much of the time. Oh my God. Glad the crew didn't lie about their job, just straight up admitted the difficulties. Yeah, that would have been worse if they were like, yeah, it's awesome. Like, they were just, like, flat out honest. Yo, I have to piss, and then we're hopping to the next I tried restaurants from Kitchen Nightmares.
Kitchen Nightmares is one of the most popular and iconic food shows to ever exist. And the concept is pretty simple. There's a restaurant that's failing, Gordon shows up, then he saves the day and everyone's happy. I watch it all.
Bro, I never understand the premise of this show. Like, I know Storage Wars and other shows also rip Daryl Sheets. I know Storage Wars was staged to a degree, right? Like, there's a level of, you know, authenticity in the show, but like a lot of what goes on is kind of like fabricated, similar to like Pawn Stars, where it's like, okay, yeah, some of the shit's real, that they're selling you real items, but it's really to just be on the show. It's like, it's not a fake artifact. They're not faking the price. It's just like, this is really just for show rather than, you know, actual, you know, fact. Or like, you know, just a it's like not, it's fake reality, not real reality. Anyways, I've always wondered if Kitchen Nightmares was real, because obviously, yes, your restaurant's failing, you're going under, you're in the red, you've been in the red. What's the worst that could happen if, you know, Gordon comes into your restaurant, makes fun of you for a bit, and, you know, gets television out of it, but he fixes your restaurant, and it also gives you positive publicity, because if you listen to Gordon and you change your restaurant, people will actually go there, you know? But every episode, it's some fucking annoying ass owner that's like, he's got a fucking hairy ass chest, right? And he just looks like, oh God, he just looks like an asshole, right? Every time. Oh, we serve the best fucking food here. They go to the back. It's like microwaved fucking mac and cheese. It's like the most disgusting dish ever. They have like rats on the floor. And they're like, oh, I don't even see what the problem is. Like the one where they served the guy a lobster and he was like throwing up in the bathroom and they had to call an ambulance. I'm like, and he's like, oh, the guy just must have had something earlier. No, your restaurant sucks, right? Like, why? You agreed to be on the show. Why are you now yelling at Gordon that he's a dick? Like, you knew this is what was going to happen.
All the time. But there's this one thing that's always bugged me. Over 70% of restaurants featured on the show still shut down. So in this video, I'm visiting a few
Really?
Still shut down. So in this video, I'm visiting a few restaurants seen on Kitchen Nightmares that are still open to see if Gordon's help actually makes a lasting difference.
Well, isn't the restaurant business also like one of the worst businesses to get into? There's like a crazy statistic on like, I think it's like over half of restaurants closed within the first 5 years. 17 to 30% of restaurants fail in their first year. Wow. 50% close within 5 years. Yeah, that's wild. Like, if you see a restaurant pop up, there's like a toss of the coin on whether or not they're going to exist in a decade. Because it's such a competitive business and the margins are so low, like it's hard to market. I think so many people too, it's like, the shit you see on Kitchen Nightmares is every time it's like, well, I made money in real estate and I just really always wanted to open an Italian restaurant. They open the place, they have no marketing, all their shit's frozen. It's like literally like store-bought pasta. And it's like, what are you doing? You don't understand. Like, how are you somebody that is successful in this business and has no idea Like, you didn't even do any research before, like, buying $1 million restaurant and deciding you want to fucking open it.
Good morning, everyone. It's time for breakfast, and what better place...
70% of restaurants in Iceland fail in the first year. Well, yeah, it's also Iceland.
...to visit than the restaurant featured on Kitchen Nightmare's Season 9 finale, Simmer Down Cafe. Located in Georgetown, Texas, this cute little spot was established in 2017 by a man named Chris Marino. What's crazy is that at the time they were featured on the show, not only was Simmer Down Cafe extremely close to shutting down, but Chris's marriage was also in shambles. Luckily, Gordon pulled up and pretty much saved the day, marriage and all.
Gordon literally doing couples counseling mid-fucking review.
Or at least that's what we saw on TV. Since this technically is the most recent restaurant to be fixed by Kitchen Nightmares, that makes it the perfect place to test whether or not...
Wait, Kitchen Nightmares is still a show that's, like, actively ongoing?
Gordon's changes actually stuck around. So without further ado, let's head inside. Hi, good morning. Just a table for one. Okay, so I just got seated, and I gotta say, the inside of this restaurant is actually really, really cute. Right when...
Yeah, bro, but I don't want to say it is cute, but it's also like, have you noticed this like millennial style like open roof where you see the vents and the fucking like foam on the ceiling and shit? That's like a new thing, and I don't know if I like it or don't. I hate that. I don't hate it. It's just like you see it and then everyone starts doing it. And it's like, it's no longer unique.
Right when you walk in, they had a cozy looking waiting area that just feels like someone's living room.
Yeah, bro. Imagine sitting in that cock chair. You'll be ready in 30. Okay, yeah, let me go sit in the haunted chair.
Room. The walls are painted this bright teal color, and they even had this cool, funky record wall. This is super nice.
Quote, we do it a bit different here. We actually do it a bit Have you ever been here before? No. Oh, wonderful. So this is how it works. All right, so as you can see, there's a whole list of things. You're going to pick a side, you're going to pick an appetizer, you're going to pick a main, entree, and a dessert. It comes in a whole package, customizable completely to you.
To see, especially because I'll be judging each of the restaurants I visit today based on the major issues Gordon faced when he first visited on the show. Now, food-wise, the menu is fairly simple. They've got all of your classic...
Oh, God, I love any breakfast place, man. I'm not even lying. Like, that's just the easiest shit ever. Just fucking serve eggs and toast, and I'm happy. Big boy breakfast. Yeah, I'm fucking munching that down. I hate when they title shit that, though. It's like going to, like, an ice cream place, and it's like, I'll have one big boy. Yeah, I'll have the super yummy hungry size. Big boy breakfast. Just make it like the combo platter. Like, I'd title it that.
American breakfast dishes, along with some lunch options like...
Yeah, the old timer. Just a sopping wet hamburger. That's the old timer. A sopping wet pound hamburger smothered in onions. Smothered in onions in Worcestershire.
Lunch options like burgers, sandwiches, y'all get the gist. But personally, what I'm the most interested in is something called their liver and onions. I know that doesn't necessarily sound like the most appetizing thing to eat this early in the morning, but it is what Gordon ordered when he first came here, and he had some thoughts on it, so that's what I gotta get.
Yeah, Gordon's the guy that'll order the lobster at the fucking diner to really test you. I mean, that is, like, kind of valid. You order the hardest item they have, and it's like, if this tastes good, then the rest of the restaurant's probably good.
Thank you so much.
That looks fucking disgusting.
Ladies and gents, my food has
I don't even think that's the restaurant. It's just like, I would never want to eat that.
finally arrived. Here we have a plate of...
Oh my God. Dude, I'm just not a fan of gravy, man. I'm not a fan of gravy. That does look like a thicker gravy, though. Maybe something that I would enjoy.
Liver and onions, served with mashed potatoes, some fried okra, and a biscuit. What's crazy about this dish is that during the show, I believe Gordon actually made them take it off the menu, yet it appears they've added it back. Whether that was a good idea or not, I'm not sure. But there's only one way to find out. So, this dish is definitely interesting. It's...
Yo, you know that shit's bad. You ever eat something before and You gotta lock in on chewing it. You just go dead silent. You're like, swallowing it with water like it's a pill. You just gotta get it down, bro. It's just gray matter at that point.
For sure not my favorite thing in the world, but I do want to be nice since I'm not quite sure what this dish is actually supposed to taste like. I don't know if this is like a good version of it or not. All I can really do is critique it based on my own personal palate, so keep that in mind. If I'm not mistaken, Gordon's biggest critique when he tried this dish in the show was that it was too salty. Unfortunately, I will have to agree with that. Not only is it overly salty, but I think the liver itself, along with the caramelized onions, might be a little burnt. It has that like burnt, bitter aftertaste, if you know what I'm talking about. I promise, I'm not trying to be mean, but now that I've
Yo, I would never be able to do this review if I was him. This restaurant is the size of like a storage unit. Like, there is most definitely a waiter like 5 feet away from him that sees him talking about this.
tried the liver, let's check out the sides.
There was like 10 tables at this restaurant.
The okra and the mashed potatoes, honestly pretty solid. Alrighty everyone, so I'm done eating and I'm finally ready to give y'all my official thoughts on Simmer Down Cafe. Like I said before, the inside of the
It's a cafe and you ordered liver and onions. That might be a user error.
restaurant is extremely adorable. The service was great, but the food though, yeah, that didn't really wow me. I will say this might not be the fairest.
You gotta get a coffee. It's a fucking cafe. What are we doing? What are we doing? You gotta get a coffee. You gotta do what John Cena says. He's a big coffee aficionado. What does he order? He goes, I'll have a flat white. He goes, you always judge a coffee place by their flat white. If it's too milky, they're more of an accoutrement place than a coffee place.
Some people misinterpret flat white, but that's also how I can be like, oh, this place isn't a real coffee shop. Or this isn't coffee first. A lot of places are food first, coffee is an accoutrement.
Yo, John Cena owns the bald spot on the back of his head. Like crazy owns that bald spot. He should really shave his head though.
Most of the physical changes like the decorations did, but since food really is the most important part, I'm gonna have to say no. But before anyone gets mad, that doesn't mean I think this place is doomed or anything like that. I'm pretty sure liver and onions was added back to the menu at the request of a few regulars, so maybe that—
Yo, what a fucking great business spot though. Literally open up across from an Anglican church. Yo, you're getting fucking straight business on Sundays. Yo, that's a pocket pole, dude. Literally open up right next to a church.
So maybe that's not a bad thing. It is time to head to the next restaurant, which just so happens to be only a 12-minute drive away. But before I start driving, let's—
Oh, this city's full of nightmares.
See what I'm getting myself into. All right, everyone. I've now made it to Grumpy George Pub and Grub. I apologize for anyone offended.
If you don't get a fucking Guinness, I'm gonna actually punch my monitor. If they're promoting Guinness on the umbrellas outside of this is a pub, you gotta get a Guinness.
By that terrible accent, I thought it'd fit the vibe. The Grumpy George was established in 2023.
You're an alcoholic? I'm not. If you go to a pub, you rank a pub drink-wise off how well they pour a Guinness. How cold is it? What's the fucking top on the Guinness look like?
Featured on the 8th episode of Kitchen Nightmares Season 9. According to the show, the restaurant is supposed to be a classic English pub, but unfortunately, it didn't feel very British. Seeing that Gordon did grow up in England, I'm assuming he was a little offended by this place claiming to be a true British gastropub, hence why he wanted to fix it so badly. Let's go see if he managed to actually make a difference. Now, what's really interesting about Grumpy George—
Oh, this food isn't wet enough. Oh, no. See, this doesn't make me want to throw up. It's not English enough.
Is that unlike most places on—
Why is it so salted?
Kitchen Nightmares,
no, too much seasoning.
The restaurant itself actually looked great from the start. Lots of reviews highlight that the inside does take people back to what old—
Where's the stewed eels? I'm sorry.
Pubs in England feel like, because of their—
Where's the stewed eels at? Bring them out!
British-style bar, cozy atmosphere, and the fact that they have a dedicated dart room. Apparently that's a staple. So instead of being upset about the decor—
Dedicated dart room, it's one dart board in the corner.
Most of the issues Gordon faced came down to the food. If you take a look at their menu—
Yeah, that shit kind of looks bad.
Came down to the—
Yo, those Brussels sprouts, you know you bite into one of those Brussels sprouts, it's like eating a mattress, dude. That's just gonna be not cooked enough. Yo, those are, I know those are undercooked.
Food. If you take a look at their menu, it definitely feels British, but when Grumpy George first appeared on Kitchen Nightmares, they were serving up something completely different. Even though one of the owners is from England, she didn't have any restaurant experience. Meanwhile, the chef they hired knew nothing about British cooking and was learning.
It's always like some dude from another country, and they're like, yeah, dude, I'm actually from the Dominican Republic, and I'm cooking up Norwegian food. Like, what the fuck?
How to make the dishes from videos online. If I'm not mistaken, Gordon literally had to do an entire overhaul of the recipes, so we'll see if those flavors stuck around.
Wait, he's just telling them what to order? Jumbo shrimp? Oh, is that a salad?
So my food's been ordered, and I am very curious how long it'll take to arrive. Not because I'm in like a rush or anything, but because during Gordon's first time watching the restaurant operate.
Yo, you ever see that video of the restaurant that instead of bread, they give you like tomato and olive oil? And there was some TikToker that like raved about it. She's like, this is so good. What a cool thing. It's like it builds your own tomato. I'm like, yo, I'd be like, what is this? If I'm sitting down at a restaurant, they just bring me a whole tomato, a knife, and olive oil. I'd go, hey, why am I here? What is the point of a restaurant if now I'm making my own? It's different. It's like, because you could say, oh, well, what about Korean barbecue? Well, Korean barbecue is like an experience. They have the specific places in front of you. They have the hot pots. You're choosing your own selections and you're eating it there versus like somebody just bringing you a whole tomato and a knife. It's like I could just do that at my own place.
Right? Food orders were taking up to 50 minutes just to arrive, causing major issues. Hopefully that's not still a problem.
Scotch egg.
Awesome, thank you.
Do you need anything else?
That should be it.
Okay.
Ladies and gents, the food has arrived, and according to my timer,
is that fish and chips? I love fish and chips.
it's only been 10 minutes, which I don't know if you can do the math, but that's a lot less than 50. So here we have a Scotch egg, which happens to be a quintessential British gastropub dish. And of course, since this place is British, your boy had to get some fish and chips. Now, the first thing I want to try are these Scotch eggs because...
Yo, hot take. These highest skill ceiling level of fries, okay? If you get a good steak fry, they are the best fries. Like, skinny fries are the easiest to make and the hardest to fuck up. But, like, if you have a like, you can get a real wet, like, undercooked, like, bland steak fry, and it's fucking disgusting. But they could also be amazing. Potato wedges. Ooh, actually, you're right. No, potato wedges with the skins on them. Oh, that's not even French fries, though. But do these count as fries? No. I would have these any day over any fry in the world. This is, oh my God, see, this is making me hungry. Wow. Those are, dude, these also look amazing. Can I say? Swass these recipes.
Now, the first thing I want to try are these Scotch eggs, because when Gordon was served them in the show, they were undercooked and apparently looked so bad.
You fuck with curly fries? Curly fries are a bit overrated, man. They're fun, but nah. I like a waffle fry.
He took a photo of them and sent it to his mom. That's crazy work. From the looks of things, my Scotch egg is definitely more cooked than the one Gordon got, considering it's not gushing everywhere. So far, so good. But let's see how this thing tastes. Cheers. That is actually pretty good. Like I said, the egg is not undercooked, but the yolk is still jammy, which I do prefer. The pork is seasoned extremely well. There's a good amount of salt, along with some...
Oh, that's pork on the outside? I thought that shit was like fucking like pumpernickel bread.
Other spices and herbs that I can't quite...
That's pork on the outside?
Pinpoint. You'll just have to trust my word for it. I think it tastes pretty good. I also want to try this with their homemade piccalilli. I'm not entirely sure what that is, but I'm assuming...
Like a whole ass sausage on the outside.
Assuming it's acidic. I'm still not quite sure what this is, but it definitely brightens up the entire thing. I like it. Pardon the humble flex that I'm about to drop here, but not only have I eaten at pretty much every single Gordon Ramsay fish and chips restaurant in America, I have also been to Gordon's cooking school in the UK and learned how to make proper fish and chips from the teachers that he employed. The reason I'm bringing that up is pretty much to say, I know how this is supposed to taste. First things first, need some lemon. Now let's cut into it.
Dude, I always think it's so weird, though, that fish and chips is such a staple dish in the UK, like, you know, atmosphere or like ecosphere when the fish, isn't it haddock that's used, isn't even from the UK. Like all the fish and chips that people eat in the UK is like caught in like Iceland and like shipped over. And cod. Yeah, but it's like none of it's from the UK. Like it's all imported. So it's like not really a local dish.
Not bad. The inside of the fish still looks juicy, flaky, not dry, which is pretty much all you can ask for based off looks alone. Now let's taste it. As expected, the fish is nice and flaky. It's cooked very well. Tartar sauce is solid. Although the
Yo, bottom tier dish, baked salmon. Ruins it. Ruins it. Baked salmon. Like there's so many good fish. It like I feel like people don't like fish. Not be like people are always like, oh, fish is just it's so fishy. I can't eat tilapia. I can't eat this. I can't eat that. Bro, there are fish that's like just fucking disgusting. Like bluefish is just bad. But most fish is just how you make it. Like air fried salmon, raw salmon, pan seared salmon, mint. Baked salmon,
isn't super crispy. It is very light, which means after I'm done here, I will not fall into a food coma.
Shrimp, that's a crustacean.
Which I appreciate. I know technically I should eat this with utensils, but it's kind of falling apart as I cut it, so I'm gonna use my hands. For dessert, I ordered the sticky toffee pudding, which is another British classic, and I will admit, it was very yummy. Then I paid the bill, which came out to roughly $53, and of course,
oh my god, no Guinness.
Of course, I had to use my beautiful Chime card.
Oh my god, I do ads for Chime. Hold up. I gotta skip this though. Did you know with Chime, if you're not using a high yield savings account, you're missing out on money, right? Did you know that an average bank account has a 0.39% APY, whereas with a Chime high yield savings account, you can get 3.75%. So if you're investing an average of $6,000, that's only giving you around $80 in return versus, bro, is that shit memorized? Yeah. Yeah. Same with the Cash App one. For a limited time only, Cash App customers over the age of 18 can sign up with Cash App using Cash 10. You realize I have to memorize that shit, right? Like when I do an ad, I'm not reading a script. Like I might some of it is scripted, but a lot of it's like, hey, follow these points and then just kind of like spiel off of it. But usually like CTAs, I have to memorize the whole paragraph.
And although I might not be the most qualified person to say this, I'm gonna say it anyways. I think the restaurant felt British. I don't know. That's how I feel about it. So I made it to Harrison, New Jersey, and the spot behind me is called the Spanish Pavilion. Appearing on season 4 of Kitchen Nightmares, this spot has been around since 1976, and it's dubbed the first Spanish restaurant in New Jersey. What's crazy is that Spanish Pavilion is only one out of 2 restaurants from that season that's still standing. Everyone else has since shut down.
What?
So let's go see why. Now, upon entering the restaurants, I was honestly a little nervous. In the show, Gordon actually discovered a dead lobster inside their dining room fish tank. Obviously, that was a huge health hazard, so before I could even think about eating...
Yeah, that's just a problem, bro. You got a dead lobster in there.
I had to make sure that situation did not happen to me.
Bro, I feel like I always feel bad when they have that shit, but whenever I see they got that live lobster tank, I go... I know what I'm getting. Like, there's this one restaurant in the Caribbean that I've been to where they have, it's not Maine lobsters, it's the Caribbean lobsters, and they're just in this fucking floating tank like this, and you just pick one. They go, which one do you want? I go, that one. And he goes, okay. Hoists it out. It's on your plate next day. Or not next day. 20 minutes later.
So I'm not sure if this place looks exactly like it did after it got its makeover on the show.
When I was a kid, I remember I went with my grandma and she ordered one. And she was like, I feel bad. And then I named it. I was like, Edward. She was like, don't do that. I was like, it's Edward. Because then you associate them with like you're humanizing. It's even worse. Yeah. They bring him out. I go, oh, Edward.
No, but I do know that the goal was to make the inside feel
Edward's gone.
brighter and more welcoming.
I took his eyeball.
Which, after looking around, I think they're still doing a good job of. Now, along with updating
Edward's Deadward now. Yep.
their decor, Gordon also had them introduce tapas to the menu, which are these small Spanish shareables. Doing so helps differentiate them from the other 40-something Spanish restaurants nearby, which I think was a good idea. Now, as for what I'm gonna get, the first thing Gordon ordered when he came here was their paella, and he absolutely hated it. So what better way to gauge whether Spanish Pavilion has actually improved than to get exactly that? So I just placed my order, and another issue I want to point out from the show is that apparently the service here sucks. When the show aired, the restaurant was run by two brothers named Michael and Jerry, who at the time didn't really care about the restaurant, resulting in the staff having no one to lead them. I do believe that in the reunion episode,
But they're from New Jersey. I mean, come on. You know, a lot of it you gotta... what are you expecting out of us?
though, it showed that Jerry ended up taking over, and that does show since the service so far for me has been absolutely fantastic. Along with recommending me some tapas to try, they immediately brought out some bread, and I think this is chicken.
Oh, dude, that's a problem when they bring out bread. I just be munching, dude. They bring out a French bread roll.
Bread, and I think this is chicken.
Here at Texas Roadhouse, they bring out the rolls.
Noodle soup.
I don't need anything else, thank you.
That comes with my meal. It is quite chilly in New Jersey, so chicken noodle soup does sound pretty good. Cheers. You know, that's a pretty good chicken noodle soup. It's very cozy. It's not like the craziest thing I've ever had, but it comes with my meal, which means it's free. Can't complain. Ooh, thank you so much.
Can I get you anything else?
No, this is fantastic. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I got some bread in my mouth, but the appetizers have arrived. This right here are some artichoke hearts, and over here we have their braised pork belly. First things first, I'm gonna try these artichokes because vegetables. Cheers.
You know, when you go to a restaurant, though, the majority of the time, anything outside of like salads, like most of the healthy things that you order at restaurants are extremely unhealthy because they douse everything with like just heaps of butter. Like if you ever go to a restaurant and you're like, wow, their vegetables taste so much better than mine at home. Yeah, because it's unhealthy. Yeah, because it's literally covered in oil. Like the entire time you're, oh, this actually tastes good. Yeah.
Ooh, that's good. Wait, what? You know when you eat something and you really can't control the facial expression you make? That was the vibe that just happened right there. First off, the artichoke itself is super tender. It's cooked extremely, extremely well. What I wasn't expecting was that the sauce that's on it.
Like, that's not healthy. I know he was joking. He said because vegetables, but like that can't be good for you. What's an artichoke? A vegetable. But that can't be... Like, they're breaded, covered in some sort of, like, aioli lemon butter.
It's kind of tangy. It's really bright. I don't normally eat artichokes, but if I were to eat them more often, this is how I'd want them cooked. Now that the healthy green stuff is out of the way, time for some pork belly. Now I know...
The healthy green stuff. Deep-fried Brussels sprouts covered in Parmesan cheese. Well, I'm getting my vegetables in for the day.
I should probably cut this into a smaller piece, but...
Whenever they have deep-fried Brussels sprouts, though, I get them every time. I get them every time, and in my head, I go, I'm going to be crop dusting this restaurant in about T-1 hour. Bad. Bad. That should be the next Mr. Beast challenge. Everybody has to eat 5 pounds of Brussels sprouts, and whoever farts last wins.
Okay, there is no way the food tasted like this before they got on the show. Otherwise, I don't think they would have ever needed to get on Kitchen Nightmares. The pork belly...
You fart while you eat? No, but I mean, you know, if I'm in a non-packed restaurant and it's bad, like I gotta fart and I can't hold it in. Like you have a small fart, you could hold it in at a restaurant and it's fine. But you ever have one that like hits you and you're like, if I hold this in, this is gonna be around the sternum region soon, and then it's gonna cause bloat and I'm gonna feel really bad. So you know, I hit one of these. Well, not that obvious, okay? Okay, we're having a conversation at a restaurant. You're sitting across from me. I'm going, yeah, you know, I don't really know. So, ripped ass right there. Little lean, drink, talk, rip ass, move forward. Bro, and like people will be like, yo, that's gross. Yo, that's gross. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, what are we from the Capitol in the Hunger Games? Since when did we become this like nepo fancy ass? Oh, sorry. Let me get my royal wig on, dude. If I have to rip ass, I'm gonna fucking fart, okay? Like, if it's bad and I know it's gonna stink, yeah, I'll go in the bathroom. But if it's just like a mini fart and the next table's 10 feet away, yeah, I'm gonna fucking crop dust, okay?
Oh, tendy. The pork belly is super tender. It's rich. It's like super salty. But the acidity from the
stand up and announce that shit. Oh, I will own that, bro. If I'm like hanging out with my friends, I'll just go. Clearly, just a bad cough. 3 seconds later, just rip ass. Won't even say anything. It'll be so loud.
Diced tomatoes on top.
Giggle to myself.
Really balances.
Maybe blame it on Brooke.
Out. Overall, flavor-wise, that was absolutely fantastic. With the tapas being this good, my expectations for the paella are honestly through the roof right now.
Let me get you a dinner plate.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the paella has arrived. Honestly, when I first saw that it cost $36, I was thinking, okay, might be a little expensive. But now that it's in front of me, this looks worth every...
That is a lot of food. God, it looks so wet, though. Like, right there.
Every single dollar.
Kind of the point, though.
This is beautiful.
That shrimp in the middle is fucking calling my name.
Beautiful. So the one I ordered is the Paella Valencia. I was told by my waiter that this...
It's not supposed to be dry? I know.
This is the exact...
I just don't like really wet dishes.
Same one that Gordon ordered on the show. So, you know, making sure I'm doing things right. In this skillet, there's chicken, chorizo, shrimp, clams...
And I can't eat it.
Mussels, scallops, calamari, and langoustines. This is hands down the best looking entree I think I've ever ordered in the history of this channel. I don't even want to break into it because that's how pretty the skillet looks.
What's chorizo? Sausage.
I'm gonna do it anyways, because that's my job. I think I've died and gone to seafood heaven. My brain's malfunctioning. So far, 2 out of the 3 major issues Gordon faced when visiting Spanish Pavilion have been cleared, but none of that matters if this paella isn't good. For all my Kitchen Nightmares fans, you need to visit this place. This paella is absolute perfection. First off, it feels like every single element in it, whether it's the chicken, the chorizo, the calamari, it feels like all of those items were cooked individually. Nothing is dry. The rice is fluffy and nice. Flavor-wise, there is so much going on. I am genuinely so...
Yo, I gotta say, I commend the YouTubers that are able to fucking sit here alone and just talk to a camera in the corner of a restaurant with a crowd behind them and not feel, like, embarrassed. I'm not saying they should feel embarrassed, but, like, I would be like, oh, God, everybody's gonna think I'm cringy. Like,
so impressed by this paella, and I haven't even tried every single part of it. Oh yeah, also, surprise, Jim's here. He's feeling a little shy today though, so that's why I haven't been filming him, but I really wanted him to try the paella.
Oh, he's with someone else. That makes it so much easier.
Good? All right, everyone. As you can probably tell by my face, your boy's full. I feel like I cleared a good amount of this paella, even though it doesn't look like I...
Bro, why do you care about people around you? Bro, I'm not saying I care about people around me to the extent where I'm trying to, like, turbo please them. I'm just saying there's a level of, like, social awareness that I get anxious about that stuff.
I've even made a dent, but regardless, I gotta admit, I wasn't expecting too much before.
You're acting like that's abnormal. Like, that's not, like, 99% of people.
Walking in here. But after trying the food, I am thoroughly impressed. When Gordon first walked in, it was indeed a nightmare. But in my experience, the restaurant was extremely welcoming. The service was absolutely fantastic. And most importantly, this paella was the bomb diggity. This was phenomenal. Taking all that into consideration, I think it's safe to say that Gordon's changes definitely stuck around and made a huge difference. All right, everyone. Things are about to get a little crazy because I've officially made it to sunny Los Angeles, California, and behind me is the one and only
Manhattan Beach.
Lido di Manhattan. Featured on season 3, which aired over 15 years ago, this Manhattan Beach staple is often considered the most
15 years ago? He's been doing this shit for that long? Lido di Manhattan is one of, if not the most successful. Oh.
Considered the most successful Kitchen Nightmares project ever. But when Gordon first came to visit, this place was a mess. The owner barely knew how to cook, the kitchen was disgusting, and worst of all, the food was downright terrible.
Bro in my chat just said LA mentioned. Like, LA is a niche city. LA mentioned ball knowledge, no way. Holy, hold up, Tokyo? Wow.
Clearly, the impact Gordon had on this place made a huge difference considering how long they've been open. Not to mention, every single article I could find was extremely positive. However, I want to see for myself if it really lives up to the hype. Okay, now I'll go inside for real. Hello, I had a reservation. Yeah, just for one. Now, I gotta admit, I was a little thrown off when I walked inside here, because even though Lido's has a great reputation, this place was completely empty. As I said,
I mean, it might be time, you know? Like, some restaurants just have dead times where no one pulls up. Like, I think really any successful restaurant, if they're not one, like, you know, there's some restaurants that only open up at like 5 p.m. and they stay open till like 10. Like, they're open like 5 to like 8 hours a day tops. Those ones, yeah, usually always packed. But there's a lot of restaurants that open at like noon and don't really get a crowd till like 6.
Down and looked over the menu. Unfortunately, I did begin assuming the worst. What if the reviews are all wrong and Lido's actually fell off? But thankfully, in the midst of all my worrying, I'm not sure if y'all can hear that, but other customers have arrived. Are we back? I really don't know why the place being empty at first threw me off so much. I'm gonna blame it on the fact that I'm extremely hungry, and the only thing I've eaten today is a bag of pretzels on the plane right here. Now I've also finished.
Dude, ideally you have a restaurant that's like 70% full. Dead restaurant, way too quiet, bad vibes. Also, they're not playing music, even worse vibes. Full restaurant, packed, you have to wait, terrible, too crammed. You want something where it's like they're still spacing you out, but you hear that, you know, just like random noise from people talking. I love that. Just the fucking white noise of just like 85 conversations happening at once.
I gotta say, the food options do sound quite tasty. Because they are considered the most successful Kitchen Nightmares project ever, I'm gonna do things a little differently and order a few items to really put them to the test. So my food has been ordered, and like I said before, when Gordon first visited this place, they had a multitude of issues. But the biggest one had to be with the owner herself. This is Lisa Hemmett. She became the owner of Lido's in 2004, and upon meeting her for the first time, Gordon quickly exposed how inexperienced she was.
2004? Bro, I was 2 years old.
Not only had she never...
Half of my chat probably wasn't even alive then, bro. She owned that restaurant that long?
Gordon quickly exposed how inexperienced she was. Not only had she never worked in restaurant management before, she did not know how to cook, couldn't communicate properly with the staff, and if all that wasn't bad enough, she was even dating one of her employees.
How do you own the... I never understand that shit. It's like he comes to these restaurants, they're like, yeah, I have no experience in the restaurant business. I don't know how to cook. I've never actually really cooked for... How did this happen in your life? Like, what was the path that led you to owning a restaurant? How did you acquire money to own this restaurant?
The good news is, although the episode started off rocky, by the end, Gordon was able to get through to her and supposedly helped to turn things around. I'm pretty sure she still is the owner, and based off of how things are running so far, despite the fact that the place was like empty when I walked in, things do seem to be going well. Service has been great. They even brought me free bread, which
passed down by parents? Yeah, but I don't know if that'd be the case for this one.
I may have demolished while waiting for my food. Thank you. Ladies and gents, the appetizers have arrived. So over here we have Lido's baked eggplant roll and some barbecue chicken flatbread. Now first things first,
that looks immaculate. That looks okay. Show me the pizza. Show me the pizza.
free barbecue. Ladies and gents, the appetizers have arrived. So over here we have Lido's baked egg
appetizer
roll and some barbecue.
That's a whole ass meal right there. That's an entire fucking flatbread pizza. Ooh, chicken actually kind of looks bad. Too cubed. I like it really crunchy. I feel like there'd be a lot of flop here. I want a pizza with no flop. I want to be able to fold the slice like this and it to be an airplane arrow. Boom. Just nothing. A little bit of just like thin New York styled pizza.
Now first things first, I have to try this baked eggplant roll because this dish.
How much do you think this is? What, those two appetizers? How much do those cost? That flatbread's probably like at least $18, maybe 22. You got to keep in mind they're in LA, so it could be like 25. That right there is probably also another like 18, 20 bucks.
He's also the first thing Gordon ordered when he came here. He wasn't a fan.
Like, yeah, cumulatively, I'd agree, like $45 for just those two. And then they're getting a main entree as well.
Oh, and said it was weirdly crunchy while also being undercooked. Originally, my plan was to get Gordon's exact order, but it seems like a few of the other items he got.
Oh, God, ahi tuna towers are fucking disgusting. I love tuna. I love ahi tuna. I love poke bowls. I love raw tuna, cooked tuna, seared tuna. The tuna tower shit that they serve at, like, fancy restaurants in places like Nobu, get rid of it.
Aren't available anymore. This is literally the only one left. So I'm assuming they've learned how to do it right, but we'll see.
What is it? It's usually like a mixture of tuna, some sort of sauce, maybe like avocado and other shit, and then you have chips. They, like, mush it into a cup and then go like this and put it up or pull it out. And then it's just, like, sitting there and you kind of, like, attack it. It's like nachos. Too much going on. I don't like that. I don't like that. Too much going on with nachos. Too much going on with ahi tuna. If I don't know there should be one singular best way to attack a dish, and that's what I enjoy. I'm not going for the whole like, oh, you know, or it's just 85 ingredients piled on top of each other.
Smells pretty good. Cheers. So right away, I can confirm, flavor-wise, it's actually very nice. The eggplant has a slight sweetness to it that pairs really, really well with the tomato sauce. And as for the texture, it's nice and tender, perfectly cooked. Wow. It seems like keeping it on the menu was a good idea after all. Yeah, that hits. Next, let's try this barbecue chicken flatbread, which I did have some very specific reasons for ordering. The first being that my waiter recommended it, and you gotta trust your waiter. And secondly, Gordon was the one that made them add flatbreads to the menu.
I don't know about trusting the waiter, bro. Waiter's always saying some whack shit, bro. I feel like they getting commission off that. So what do you recommend? I really love the lamb risotto. What? What is that?
This is also quite nice. The chicken is still nice and juicy. It's not dry, which honestly, I wasn't
Pick it up on the spot. No, they probably have a go-to.
expecting. The flatbread crust is nice and crunchy.
Do you want to hear our special? Let me tell you our specials. We are starting out with a lovely clam chowder.
While at the same time, the inside is still pretty airy for the most part. I think my only critique is that the
every time, too. You just be staring. You holding that fat-ass menu. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wow. Really? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll have... no. Yeah, no, I'm not having any of that. Sorry. Yeah, like, we just wasted, like, a cumulative minute of our lives together. So that's great. You know, just mark that off on the clock. Why are we doing that? Why are we doing... But you're not going to cut them off. You know, it's like this weird thing where it's like 80% of people... Not 80... I would say like 60% of people don't want to hear the specials, but it's like, we're still just listening to them because it's like, oh, no, I don't want to. And sometimes you'll even have an instance where they'll be like, do you want to hear the specials? And you always go, sure.
So far, it seems like the items Gordon played a part in. Quite tasty. But what about a dish he didn't influence? According to the menu, this is Lido's famous spicy vodka pasta. And the reason why I say famous is because that's literally what they put on the menu. Personally, I've never seen it go viral, but as long as it's good, I don't care if it's famous or not. Here goes nothing. Cheers.
Yo, I'm also going to have the take that any item on a menu that has a worker's name as a part of the menu item itself is always good. Like, if it's like Giuliani's cake, something blank, like, oh my God, it's always good. Rob's chicken sandwich. Rob's ribs. Rob's ribs. That shit's good. Always.
Hold on a second. I'd like to take one more bite. All right, everyone. I've confirmed my feelings about this pasta. Initially, I thought this would be too good to be true, but Lido's spicy vodka pasta is gas. This is really good. The sauce is a fantastic consistency. It's not too thick, not too watery. It just nicely coats the noodles. Flavor-wise, everything's great. It's exactly what you'd expect out of a spicy vodka pasta. It's got a nice little kick to it. Despite the fact that I am holding them to higher standards than the other Kitchen Nightmare restaurants, it's safe to say they are matching and maybe even exceeding them. I am thoroughly impressed.
Bro, I had a fucking, what did I have? I had a, oh my God, what is that pasta dish called with shrimp? Not shrimp Alfredo, shrimp scampi. I had a shrimp scampi. Me and my friends went to an Italian restaurant that my one friend that booked the reservation was like raving about. He was like, this place is awesome, man. Trust me. Trust me. You're gonna love it. I went, okay. I get the fucking shrimp scampi. When I tell you it comes out, and I could have gone like this and put my hand over the shrimp and just poured out like, I don't know, maybe 2 full cups of water and oil. It was the worst shrimp scampi dish I've ever had. And I know that I wasn't just complaining because all my friends were like, how is it? I was like, it's all right. And they were like, yeah. Like, you're getting that like look where it's like, thank fuck I didn't order that. From your other friends, you're like, that shit looks terrible. Oh my God. How do you fuck that up? How do you fuck up shrimp scampi? That's like one of the easiest dishes.
Hopefully that transition looks cool. I'm filming with my back camera right now, so I can't actually see myself. I don't know if things are lined up properly. As everyone can probably tell, I'm really full. I think the water and bread in the beginning kind of caught up with me. Now before I
ordered something else, I'm so serious. I think I could order something and they could give me vomit on a plate and I wouldn't send it back. If it's what I ordered, I'm not sending it back. I will send stuff back if it's like, I didn't order this. If I order like a chicken sandwich and it comes in like a pool of fucking water and pee, I'm going to go, well, I'm going to sit there and I'm going to go, and I'm going to eat it. You know, I'm going to eat my piss burger. You know, I'm not going to eat my piss burger. I'm just not going to, I'm never going to go back to that restaurant. Yeah, it is what it is. Because I'm not, in my mind, I can't be that guy that just goes, I don't like this. Like, you ordered it, you know?
There is one more thing here that I have to check out. During the reunion,
if it's undercooked, okay, well, that's different. Yeah, if I ordered like chicken and it was raw, I'd be like, this is fucked. Right? But if I just don't like it, like, that's different. I really should have just been like, hey, and poured it into a cup and been like, this is gross. Who made this? Did they pour the boiling pot of water into the dish? Because that's what it feels like.
The kitchen to prove how clean it is. So after asking my waiter, who then had to ask a manager, I somehow was able to get the same opportunity.
That's obnoxious. Yeah, that's why I didn't do that, burger boy.
So I got up and made my way towards the kitchen, curious to see if they really do keep it spotless. Because if they don't, it doesn't matter how good the food is. Ladies and gents, looking clean. All right, everyone, so I'm officially done with my meal, and I can honestly say I definitely understand why Lido's is considered Kitchen Nightmare's biggest success story. The kitchen was clean, the service was fantastic, the food was spot on, and throughout my meal, the place did start filling up, which was nice to see. Based on those factors, it's definitely clear that Gordon's changes stuck around. However, despite me having a good time at most of these surviving spots, it's still a fact that over 70% of restaurants featured on the show shut down. So the real question is...
I mean, the argument is... I mean, it's really an entertainment show. Like, Gordon Ramsay's there to help them, but, like, most of these restaurants are just, like, fucked, you know?
Does Gordon Ramsay actually save restaurants? In my opinion, I think he genuinely tries, but at the end of the day, it really comes down to what those restaurants do with that opportunity. I'm just glad the ones I visited have made the most of it.
That was a good video. W. Dylan. W. Dylan. All right. Next vid, chat. Can you profit from a first-class flight? I think it depends what first-class flight you're taking. How long's the flight? How expensive is it? Are you taking like an Emirates flight that's like 16 hours and $20,000? Probably not. Probably not going to get your money back on that.
Most people that fly first class are...
Oh, God. I feel like this video is going to end with Jack Pembroke duct taped to the chair. 48 fucking glasses of champagne in. Just... trying to fucking get out.
Are millionaires trying to relax.
All right, that's not a 45. Is that really a $45 glass of champagne? Oh my God, that's caviar.
But me, I'm trying to profit.
First class flights promise that gourmet food, top shelf drinks, and entertainment are all included in the price of your ticket. But does this really make it worth it? To find out, I'll be eating.
That's a pretty cheap first class flight on Emirates.
In the price of your ticket. But does this really?
Genuinely. There's Emirates flights that are like 30 grand, 40 grand. A $4,000 first class ticket. I'm wondering how short this flight is.
Make it worth it? To find out, I'll be eating way too much, drinking a concerning amount, and experiencing all that I can. Because as someone who's never flown first class, I need to know, can I consume...
Damn, sit in seat 1A, Aura.
...more than what the first class seat cost me, equaling a profit?
Starting here at JFK Airport. That's right. I'm in.
You're rich, Joe. SMH out of touch. I'm not out of touch. I don't ride first class. The only time I ever rode first class was on a one-way flight to Austin because it was paid for by a company. Outside of that, I've had business twice, and outside of that, I ride coach. And guess what? I'm sitting middle seat because I'm flying with Brooke, and she doesn't want to sit on window. And either way, it's either window middle or middle aisle, and I'm seating in middle seat. So that's not cap.
In New York City.
That's not cap.
Hey, I'm walking here.
You fly first class. I would tell you if I fly first class. What I will say is if I ever, right, this is what I will say. If I fly to over a 6-hour flight, I'm buying a better seat, okay? I flew Coach Plus to Iceland. And if I ever flew to like Thailand or China, I'm buying the $5,000 ticket, buddy. I'm telling you that. That's what I've worked for, brother. Okay? I said I want money so I could fucking travel and see the world, and I'm not sitting fucking 90-degree angle 20 hours to China. Okay? I'm buying the better ticket there. Spring is here. And that means the NBA playoffs are starting up, the MLB season is kicking off, and it's the perfect time to get in on betting with DraftKings Sportsbook, the sponsor of today's video. DraftKings has it all in terms of sports betting, obviously same-game parlays, but also live betting, where you're able to bet on star player props and in-progress games as they happen live. I'm a big 3-pick parlay kind of guy. It's what I enjoy. It's what I find thrilling on the DraftKings side, but whatever you're into, DraftKings has you covered sportsbook-wise. And if sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't worry. You can still get in on the action with DraftKings Pick 6 and have a shot to win cash prizes. So sign up to DraftKings today using promo code JOEB. New sportsbook customers bet $5, get $300 in bonus bets if your bet hits. That is $300 in bonus bets if your bet hits when placing a $5 bet as a new sportsbook customer. Thank you to DraftKings for sponsoring this video. And let's get back into it.
I'm just working on my New York. Thank you, thank you. Guys, I'm about 4 hours early for my flight intentionally. Before I even step foot on that flight, there's some things I have to take full advantage of while still in the airport. After all, the ticket I purchased cost me an eye-watering $4,600. Laugh through the pain. The flight I chose is gonna take us from New York City to Milan, Italy, and it's the absolute cheapest ticket I
Was that like a 9-hour flight?
could find. Which
8-hour
means
flight.
it's an overnight flight. To make this as fair as possible, I'm gonna factor in the average flight cost
Oh, he's taking a red eye. Red eye 8-hour, 9-hour.
of an economy ticket.
What do you ideally want a red eye, though, if you're flying that far? So then you land and it's the next morning?
From New York City to Milan, which is around $671. That leaves us with $3,329 of stuff that I need to get out of this ticket in order to turn a profit.
Oh, he's minusing the average cost because it's like, okay, the plane itself, you're paying that amount of money anyway.
First order of business, the Emirates Luxury First Class Lounge, where all drinks and food are free. and unlimited. Hey, how's it going? It's my first time flying first class.
All right, Mr. Jack Colton.
Yes, sir. Oh my gosh. Bro, we're in for a treat. This place had it all. You know you're somewhere luxurious when the drinks have fruit in them. There was a wide array of desserts, some I've never even seen before.
That shit looks disgusting. That looks good. What the fuck is that? Oh my god. Is that like fried like rice string? Oh, coconut crusted roasted pineapple orange cinnamon sauce. Pass. Pass.
Seen before. Tons of different hot foods as well as cold ones. Every beverage imaginable.
My goal in life is to get to a higher class on an airlines. Like, I would love to be like a Delta Gold member. And you have to just fucking fly with the same company over and over again, because then you get access to this shit for like free. If you get to that level of like aura, you know, when you fly that much. You have like a Delta 1, Delta Platinum. Now you're like fucking taking flights all the time. You're getting free check bags. Yo, best believe I'm taking a shot of Henny here. Is this free? Is this free?
Tons of alcohol.
Can I have the king in me? Is there any LeBron Henny?
Alcohol, including top tier champagne and more. I was a bit overwhelmed, but with time already ticking, I loaded up on a bunch of items and brought them right back to my table. It is very quiet in the lounge. I tried to get what looked to be the most expensive. The way these videos work is each item that I consume, I am gonna assign a value to based on what I think is worth it. This plate of food here has pasta, fish, don't even know what that is, and 2 stuffed dates. I'm gonna call that $12. I also got not one, but 2.
So Jack's just eyeballing. We're just eyeballing. Yeah, we just got some tuna sashimi, so I'm gonna say that's probably about, I don't know. Actually, I think I could do this. 4 pieces of tuna sashimi is $16. Let's say that. $16. $4 a piece. $4 a piece. Probably lower grade tuna. Maybe $20.
2 of these plates of tuna, we'll say those are about $15 each.
That's fair. That's fair.
I also got this dessert. I don't even know how to begin to describe this thing.
You don't know math. You're a fucking cornball. Hey, let's rewind so I could show you how you're wrong. $16, $4 a piece. 4, 8, 12, 16. Oh.
We'll say those are about this thing. We'll say $5. To drink, I got a
the loofah dessert. Ooh, a silver bullet Diet Pepsi.
Diet Pepsi and a glass of champagne. I looked up the bottle online. We're gonna say it's about $20 a glass. The plane boards in about 2.5 hours, and I am sick of yapping, so I am gonna dig into this food.
I've never gotten drunk on a flight before.
That is so good. I'm gonna try the champagne. That's pretty strong.
Really? Yeah. Oh, see, now I can't tell that story. Never mind.
Every time I return to it, hits me like a truck. Bottoms up.
I've gotten high on a plane. Okay, so here's what I've done. Okay, so I'm not going to tell a specific story, but there's been times where I've been in front of TSA and I eat a Scooby snack and then I walk in.
Every minute in here could be used profiting, so I'm going back for seconds. I demolished the last of this meal like a boss, and my table was immediately clean.
I've never been, okay, no, I was drunk on a plane going to Mexico. I was drunk on a plane going to Mexico, but it was like, not really a drunk, it was more of a buzz. It's in the vlog. Me and Chris showed up. It was like 7 a.m. The bar just opened, and I got 2 shots of Di Serrano and Coke. I think I slammed like a fucking beer. I think I had a Kona Big Wave. Something else. Maybe a glass of wine. Just trying to get myself tired.
Off.
It's the worst though. Dude, it's like awesome because you fall asleep and then you wake up and you're still on the plane and you're like, oh, because you're like half hungover, tired as hell, empty stomach. I just have like fucking Chardonnay sitting there.
Do you have like a favorite champagne?
They're both good.
They're both good.
Can't go wrong with champagne.
Right? Thank you. That guy probably owns Apple or something. I don't know. Meal number 2, acquired. I got 2 more of these tuna things because they're really easy to get down and they seem expensive. This challenge is about being
yeah, Jack's gonna have the bubble shits on this fucking Emirates flight, dude. Just eating, what is he at? He's at 16 pieces of fucking sashimi.
Calculated. I got what looks like to be some sort of fancy cake. To drink, I got a hibiscus lemonade and another glass of champagne. I asked one of the potential billionaires that I'll be flying with which champagne is the best.
They're both good.
They're both good. So I'm trying this one, which I haven't had before. Let's give it a shot. That's worse than the other one. Oh, I finished another plate of tuna and put some work in on this cake here. The more tuna I'm eating, the more fishy it's becoming. After a while, it starts to taste like it was swimming at one point. You know, I'm gonna see if I can one bite this thing. It's a big bite.
That's so gross. I love tuna, but that's disgusting. We're just getting a mouthful.
A lot of tuna. This turned out to be
a mouthful of raw fish.
A terrible decision. Oh. I didn't think I'd be coming with an update to you guys this quickly, but
His alcohol tolerance is nuts. Bro, I feel like it's not. I feel like it's not, though, Zeusy. If me and him end up doing this fucking cruise thing together, I feel like I could outdrink Jack. I told him, I said, if we're staying in the same room, dude, and I black out, I might just piss in the corner, bro. Like, you might see some crazy shit out of me, Jack. I'm just letting you know, man. I literally, word for word, I told him that. He was like, okay.
I'm 2 courses in, and I'm already starting to kind of feel it. The tuna, I think I'm done with. I have like an hour before the flight. We're just getting started. This is gonna get pretty degenerate, I'd imagine. I'm already the loudest and youngest person in here, so I can't even imagine what this flight's gonna be like. I am so excited. I'm gonna go refill.
Sneak in the mini Jack Daniels shots, Jack.
Profiting. I knew I had to make this last hour count, so I started speed running. Desserts on desserts, coffee from a fancy machine, and not one, but
he had like 20 glasses of champagne in that one video. Brother, have you seen my 36 drink Mexico vlog? Let me tell you, I think I put an all-star performance out. I laid it out all on the field on that day. That day was rough. Hold up. Let me pull it up. Self-glaze? Oh, I'm self-glazing. I was proud of myself. Oh, wait, this is me. It was 2:30 a.m., bro. Put p.m. Oh my God, yo, emptied my guts right when I fucking stepped in there, dude. Holy shit. I'm in the bathroom just rambling myself about how I love the fucking bartender, dude. This shit's rough. This was bad news. I was doing Dos Equis shot. That was the play. Oh, there's Brady.
Brady approved. Cloak approved.
What? Where's the bean dinner? Wherever the bean dinner was, I fucking threw up after that. That was bad. Oh my God. Where's the bean dinner? Oh, here's the Dos Equis.
Drink number 4. Good as usual. 7 out of 10.
Shot of tequila.
Oh God, we were just drinking with random people, dude. That's the problem with all inclusive. You just walk up, they're like, "Hey, you want a shot?" You just go, "Oh yeah." Had a margarita. Oh my God. Tecate. Oh, Tecate Light. Yo, that's probably a top 5 beer. Tecate Light canned. Oh, watch this. That was just some old guy. Oh, he was trying to hook Chris up with his daughter. I remember that. He was like, "My daughter's hot." I was like, what? A fucking weird-ass conversation with that guy. My daughter's a catch. I was like, okay, calling your daughter beautiful versus hot, 2 different things. Zins? Oh, I was zinning up a storm there, brother. Peep that Budweiser shirt. Fashion. Hold up.
Drinks. I'm gonna drink.
Oh my God, I drank that. No, that's where it went downhill. That was just a bottle of fucking wine.
It's a Vino Blanco. Whatever the fuck.
Bro, and I counted that as 1 drink. That is not 1 drink. That is a mini bottle of wine. I just drank it. Oh, God. No, the bean dinner. Dude, no. After this, dude, I cut it. The bean, dude, I was so drunk at dinner that I just started putting beans in everybody's drinks because they had like fucking beans on the ground for some reason. They were just raw beans. I tried eating one. And they served the shrimp with the heads on. So I was so drunk, I was just fucking eating them. I went, I gotta go piss real quick. Fucking threw up in the toilet at dinner. I stroll back in. I go, I think I'm gonna go get food at the buffet. And then I strolled over to the buffet. Bro, that shit was so, yo, I'm one of my friends. Oh my God, that I'll drink with. Jay, you've seen him. We need 2K. He said there was one time, this is a side note. I feel like I've done this all the time. I'll be like, I gotta go piss. I just go fucking vomit. Just get a quick rejuice. Come back out. He said there was one time he was at a it wasn't a concert. It was like a baseball game. And they had a lot of porta potties lined out. And he really had to throw up, but there was a huge line. So he walked to the front of the line and goes, yo, do you guys care if I go throw up real quick? And so they let him through. He said he got into the porta potty and just vomited all over the walls, missed the toilet, and then just walked out. That is the funniest shit ever, bro. To be like, oh yeah, you're next. Oh yeah, no, that's all you. And then the next person that let you cut to walk in and just see that shit.
2, actually 3.
Oh my God, while I was in Boston, somebody pooped in the urinal at a porta potty. You'll see it in the vlog. Disgusting. Human turd. Just in the fucking porta potty. Like in the urinal, just like laid a log.
Glasses of champagne. Looking back, I can't believe I actually drank this much in such a short amount of time. Do not try this at home, please. The lounge started to fill up, so I couldn't slow down. Tuna wasn't an option anymore, which left me with one more choice. Champagne. Not gonna lie to you guys, I think I overdid the champagne. I feel crazy right now. I think we're gonna have to switch up the drink selection. I thought I'd try out this beer. It tasted like beer, and oh boy, was it hard to get down. I was then gifted.
Bro, why are you drinking so much liquid? Ugh. Dude, whatever that slaw is on the bottom is no. No, I'm not eating that.
A whole chicken sandwich, compliments of the chef, so of course I deleted it. My flight is boarding very soon. I think the method is get a couple more drinks in and save my appetite for the plane. On board, they're gonna have a lot nicer and more expensive.
Bro, why are we just eating raw fish? I mean, yo, this is actually the worst combination you could possibly have. No rice, no carbs in the stomach. Just straight raw tuna and ceviche and fucking just Chardonnay. Chardonnay champagne.
A couple more drinks in and save my appetite for the plane. On board, they're gonna have a lot nicer.
What would you eat? I don't know. I would feel like I would carb up if I'm planning on drinking.
And more expensive items to take advantage of. For now, let's keep profiting.
Chardonnay. You guys are making fun of how I say it. Oh, Chardonnay. Oh, Chardonnay. Sorry. Chardonnay while I play Pokemon on my Switch.
It's not often you have champagne free at your disposal, so I thought before we get on this flight, let's take full advantage.
What are we doing, bro? Yo, maybe I'm wrong, bro. He puts them down, dude. What? What? Yo, he's like 9 glasses of fucking champagne in. Yo, and then to just be fucking just tumble on the flight. Stumble on the flight. Just go, I gotta use the bathroom. I gotta go pee. I gotta go pee. Just fucking yak.
That's gonna kick in real soon. Surprise food, surprise food. Guys, I was delivered a mini cheesecake without warning. Add it to the total. That's the best I've had. I think I'm gonna eat it all. I went right back to the champagne. 1, 2.
Bro, there's no way this is a new clip. There's no way this is a new clip. You're lying.
3 glasses later, and I was feeling great.
I feel like someone would say something. If you're a worker at this Emirates lounge and you see Jack Pembroke down 12 glasses of fucking champagne in like 30 minutes, I'm going, yo.
Oh, that was terrible. So
yeah, they're gonna call someone.
It's a good thing we were boarding any minute now. All right, guys, I met a fellow passenger. I'm here with
John McCoy.
You've flown first class a couple times?
Yes.
If you don't mind me asking, what do you do for a living?
I'm an importer. I import menswear from Italy.
Menswear?
Yeah.
So like what I'm wearing now, like clothing and stuff?
Yeah, men's clothing. A little better than that, but yeah.
yeah. John McCoy. So I was curious, how much did you pay for your ticket?
think $3,000.
Sweet.
Well, Emirates, I think, is the best airline that I've flown. Service is good. The food is good. It's the best that there is.
So if you have any advice for anybody watching on the other side who wants to maybe be an entrepreneur or make it, what's your advice?
My advice to anybody who wants to make it, first of all, love what you do. Yeah, if you don't like what you do, I couldn't think of a more miserable existence. Number 2 is be passionate about what you're doing and work hard. If you could do that, you have a good life. Yeah.
Remind me your name?
John McCoy.
My flight is boarding any minute now. I have one last idea for how we can profit big before we leave the lounge. In the distance is a boatload of alcohol that is free for the taking.
Yo, if he walks up and steals a bottle of alcohol, yo, I'm telling you that right now. If I'm on a Jack video and he gets up to those shenanigans, I'm walking the next direction. I don't know Jack Pembroke. I've never heard the name. Dude, we gotta steal a bottle of Hennessy from the bar. Nope. Nope.
If I can somehow, some way finesse a
we gotta go finesse this
bottle, that would be huge in terms of profit. Wish me luck. With staff all around me and my plane about to board, I had to make this quick yet discreet. Guys, this bottle of Don Julio might just be small enough.
Bro, that is the worst fucking bottle you could steal. That is the worst bottle. Don Julio, there's got to be more expensive shit, bro.
Don Julio might just be small enough to fit in my backpack. You have to be smart about this. We got it. Your boy just finessed a $60 bottle of...
Bro, that guy definitely saw him.
We got it. We got it. Your boy just finessed a $60 bottle of alcohol. It's literally in my backpack. I don't know how we're gonna do this, but I know for a fact it's possible. Luckily, we are just getting started. The items and amenities they have on...
Yo, Jack, if we start stealing the sample fucking shampoos from the Emirates fucking first class lounge and try to tick that off on the dollar menu
on this airplane are unlike...
Bro, this is like when he was stealing the fucking soaps from the cruise ship and he was like filling his fucking bag with like random fucking hotel room items.
Anything I've ever seen, and I am absolutely ready to take full advantage. I gotta board my plane. I am so excited. Let's do this. Thank you so much. I have always wanted to fly first class. It has been a bucket list thing for me for so long. Here we go. First. Thank you. I'm not gonna lie, boarding this plane, I felt like a young crypto millionaire, but deep down inside, I was struggling to hold.
I have to pee. Just staring, looking through the flight attendant's eyes. I have to pee. I have to pee really bad.
Back my excitement. And before I knew it, I saw my seat.
Just throws up on the door outside of it.
For the very first time. Oh my gosh. Holy shit.
Throws up in the corner. Just starts mushing the pillow into it. I'm gonna hide the vomit.
Is this crazy to you? This is crazy for me. I'm freaking out. This is the nicest anything I've ever been on in my entire life. I'm sweating because I'm so nervous of where I am. Growing up, I used to watch these videos of Casey Neistat going in these...
Bro, that was actually peak YouTube. Watching all the Casey Neistat videos of him riding like his automatic skateboard around New York City and then going aboard these fucking $20,000 flights.
First class seats. And I never thought that I would be in this position. Once we take off, I'm gonna give you guys a seat tour. We have officially taken off from New York City. It's about time I give you guys a suite tour. And yes, it is called a suite, not a seat. That is the level of luxury we've reached. First things first, this is the seat I mean, come on. And I'll be the first to say this is easily the most comfortable airplane seat I've
I keep thinking about him just asking to pee. That would be the funniest thing ever. Sorry, I gotta stop. I gotta
ever
stop
sat in.
thinking about
This is a view of the legroom.
that. We're just being vomit in the corner. Vomit in the corner. And just like a roll of paper towels. Just like mushed up on it. Ignore that. Ignore that.
Feet can't even touch the wall. If we're being honest, you could probably fit a whole nother human down there. Gotta put that back. See what I mean? Now this seat comes with tons of free amenities that we can add to our total, including a toiletries bag. Inside is Axe body spray, a middle school classic, a comb, a tissue.
Oh my god, that ice chill body spray. Yo. I would fucking tape that shut and throw it over my seat.
A toiletries bag. Inside is Axe body spray,
Axe bomb,
a middle school classic, a comb, a tissue, a cleansing towel, shaving cream, a razor.
How much did he add on the cleansing
A
towel?
middle school classic, a comb, a tissue, a cleansing towel.
$4, Jack, for the cleansing towel. This shit looks like a tampon, brother. We're gonna count this as $4.
Shaving cream, a razor, a toothbrush with toothpaste, and some earplugs. Nice.
And a bunch of luxury toiletries and fragrances from this company, Bulgari, I think? I don't know. Apparently this brand is quite expensive, so hopefully this will help towards our profit. Smells great.
We also got some headphones, which are actually nicer than expected. We get a touchscreen TV that you can control from this little
And 4 FPS. Why is every airplane fucking touchscreen just so slow?
We get a touchscreen TV that you can control from this little iPad here, and on the TV is a subscription to every streaming platform for free.
I was also given this bag here that includes
some slippers and pajamas.
They're quite comfortable. I've also discovered a secret compartment here. And when it opens, you got a mirror and a bunch of toiletries. Facial toner, eye cream, a towelette, and pillow mist. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. Pillow mist review. Guys, this is just a game changer. My pillow is wet now. Okay, pillow mist, nice. Also, if you want some added privacy,
Yo, does it not look like he has his pajamas on backwards?
you can press this button here, and there you go. The doors retract. I am in my own personal private area right now. If you press this button here, you also get your own personal tray table, and maybe the coolest part of all, all of these beverages and snacks
Are those like fucking pickled eggs? What is that?
at your disposal. Regular water, sparkling water, chocolates, snack mix.
Oh, those look like pickled eggs. That's just chocolate. Indian masala mix.
You name it, all completely free. Now this flight is only 8 hours long.
Bro, when I flew home from Iceland, there was a lady that was eating raw salmon and pickled eggs, and she sat right next to us, and she was watching like a raunchy, like 50 Shades of Grey film, and she would lean back and like yell at her husband. She would go, "Are you full? Do you want any more?" And it would just be like hard-boiled eggs and fucking salmon.
And as much as I would love to relax,
Like out of a bag.
I'm here on a mission to profit. Are you guys serving right now?
Whenever you would like to eat, that's when we prepare.
Whenever I want. Can I do a champagne?
Champagne?
Thank you.
They brought out a 2015 aged Dom Perignon bottle. No idea what that
Just leave the bottle, big dog. Just set down the bottle.
means. All I know is it's expensive.
Do you guys have caviar?
Yes, we do. You can have anything you want from the menu at any time you want.
So unlimited, basically.
But what he didn't know is I was gonna push the full limits of that.
I looked it up, and apparently this champagne is like $45 a glass. So if I can get enough of these down, it'll help immensely.
Yeah, enough of these down. How many does he need to get down? He's got $2,500 left, divided by 45. Oh, yeah, Jack, you only got to put down 55 glasses of champagne.
Towards our profit. Cheers. Tastes like every other champagne. I ordered some caviar, so hopefully that comes soon. Before my caviar arrived, I was brought an appetizer. I got some prosciutto and melon, and
I'm not eating that. I am not eating that. Let me tell you, bros, that's sour cream and fucking ceviche. No.
burrata with tomatoes.
That's just not for me, bruh.
That bite I just took was peak. Got my champagne refilled. Yeah. Whoa, turbulence. Oh. My caviar arrived along with all of its different toppings, a basket of bread, another glass.
I would just get that re-upped a million times. I'd say, hey, let me get another bread basket, big dog. Let me get another bread basket. Make sure it's warm.
Bread, another glass of champagne, of course, and this menacing mystery shot of vodka. I've had caviar in the past. It is very fishy, but it is extremely expensive. I will eat as many freaking fish eggs as I need to if it means we can profit from this flight.
Picking it up with his hands.
Let's try this caviar. Whew, that is really fishy. Ugh. Cheers.
Bro's not even enjoying it. Just eating it for the dollar amount.
That hits. Absolutely freaking smoked. It also came with this shot of vodka. Let's give it a shot. I honestly never thought that I would experience this level.
Hey, look at that jackass. What is he filming?
Of luxury. So thank you guys so much for watching my videos. Beyond all these adventures, there is a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes, like emailing, scripting, or planning my next video. And doing all of these things would be a whole lot harder without Grammarly. With the link in the description. Now let's get back to profiting. Oh my gosh. Amazing. Thank you. Steak's here.
Nah, that's pissing me off. That's actually pissing me off. I can't eat that shit.
Here we got a beautiful filet. Mignon. And for a side, some asparagus, and I don't know what that is.
I love asparagus too. What is that? It's like little onions.
Let me know in the comments. I also got another glass of fancy champagne. I can't believe they served that on a plane. That tasted like Nick DiGiovanni himself cooked that. Another one. We have currently less than 3 hours until we arrive at our destination. These last 3 hours truly determine if we can pull this off or not. I'm starting to get...
Dude, and imagine stumbling off this flight, no sleep, pissed drunk in Italy.
A little bit nervous, I'm not gonna lie, but it's time to lock in, baby. Could I get 3 orders of caviar at one time? Is that possible?
The thing is, it won't fit. That's the thing.
What if it's just the eggs? If it could do 3 at once?
Oh my God, just a bowl of caviar. That is foul. That is foul.
And then if I could also get 3 glasses of champagne at one time. Okay. Has anyone ever ordered three at once? Never. Never? If they actually deliver this request, we'll know for a fact this is possible. I'm not gonna lie, I highly doubt they're gonna do that. Of course, I slammed these 3 glasses, which ended up being the intro of this video. But me, I'm trying to profit. Okay, 3 orders of caviar. I specifically asked for sour cream and lemon. It kind of gets rid of the fishiness and makes it way easier to eat. As much as I don't want to eat all this, there's only one way to do this.
Oh, yo. Oh, my God. I can't imagine having to put that down, dude. His stomach is so... Bro, it is just churning.
I don't think there's a less enjoyable way to do a
Could I go pee? Dude, that's the funniest part. Is if he asked, instead of just getting up and going to take a piss. Can I help you with anything? Could I go pee?
first class flight. I'm sure you guys can tell, but I am cooked. I think if I have one more bite of caviar or one more sip of champagne, it might all come up. But I don't want to quit because I owe it to you guys to give it my all. If I want any chance of complete...
Goes to take a shower in the fucking Emirates bathroom, just starts vomiting in the shower, mushing it down the drain. Sir, is everything okay in there? Yeah, sorry, I really had to pee. Sorry, I just have to pee.
This challenge and profiting, I gotta lock in.
The sun started to rise, and I'm not gonna lie, I only became more tired, but my brain wouldn't let me give up.
Many hours ago when I first got on board, I booked a shower. Yes, this plane has an actual shower on board. What timeline do I live in, bruh? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the shower. I have all of this to myself. What the heck is this? Here is the toilet. Very sanitary. Tons of toiletries to my...
Taking that fucking stupid ass paper shit off. I'm going bare ass on that toilet.
Disposal. And I even have the option to heat the floors. I can currently feel my feet being heated. I can't believe I'm here. I'm gonna go ahead and hop in the shower and make the most of this. I can't believe I'm on an airplane. I gotta profit as much as possible to make sure we pull this off. I'm gonna dry off and I'm back to my seat.
Dude, it'd be so funny if he just blacked out in one of these videos and forgot he had to fucking film this and he just started recording random clips of him just refilming the intro like 9 times. But I'm here to profit.
I returned to my seat with a bright blue sky. Guys, we got about an hour left of this flight, and I know if we want any chance of profiting, the next hour is absolutely crucial. The only way we can do this is if I go absolute degen mode and put everything on the line. We've determined that champagne and caviar is the best profit method possible, and luckily for
no way he orders more.
For us, it's unlimited. So I'm gonna put that to the test and get as much as humanly possible for the last hour of our flight. Let's do this thing. Can I put in another order? This is a crazy ask, but...
Yo, this guy, fear in his eyes. Oh my God, what is he about to ask for?
Could I do 4 champagnes and 4 caviar?
Just wait a little bit, and then I can see if I can accommodate that for you. I'll just check and come back to you.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Guys, we've reached a point where they're worried that I'm gonna eat all the caviar and drink all the champagne on board. They don't even know if there's gonna be enough for anybody else. I'm not gonna lie, I have a raging headache right now, and
oh my God, he's getting hungover near the end of the flight.
I don't feel my best, but I can't.
That's why I never understand I understand champagne's expensive, but all of these videos he drinks wine, and wine is like one of the worst alcohols that it makes you feel like shit. Like there's stuff in wine, I don't know what it's called, but it makes you hungover. Like worse than regular. What in wine makes you hungover? Yeah, tannins and histamines found in higher concentrations. Oh, in red wine specifically. Oh, it's more red wine. Sulfites, high sugar content. I don't know, dude. I just feel like I would just be drinking.
Give up. I hope they can make accommodations and we can pull this off. It's weird because this challenge is so much shorter than my other profit challenges, but I think this might be the hardest one I've done yet. I just hope they can give me those items.
A specific amount for other passengers to order as well.
Okay. Yeah.
We can do 2.
You can do 2?
Yeah.
2 caviars?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Can I have however much champagne?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Can I do 4 glasses then?
Oh my God, he's so drunk. Oh my God, he's so drunk. Talking to this guy. Holy fuck. Okay. So
We might just be in luck. They said they can give me 2 caviars and
Oh my God, the light's back in his eyes. He's excited.
much champagne as I want. We have to absolutely grind if we want to pull this off. Wish me luck. I'm gonna need it. I was just served, and apparently they can only give me 2 glasses of champagne now. Apparently this is to keep alcohol control. I don't even know. Ultimately, I think they won't serve me anymore because
Jack, you gotta go take a little quick piss, and you come back, and now you're sober. You gotta just go a quick pee break, buddy. Come back, stone cold. Of 4 glasses of champagne.
I've had too much. There's really nothing I can do about it. Oh, I'm dying.
Wow, he actually got cut off.
In front of me.
We get the pee joke. Oh, do you? See, so here's the thing. Here's the funny thing. Here's the funny thing about the pee joke. So what I'm trying to say is Jack would go ask the flight attendant if he could go pee, right? And that's already innately funny because it's like, why are you asking? And then he would go into the bathroom, and instead of peeing, he would throw up.
Are 2 huge things of caviar and 2 glasses of champagne. I have never felt more sick in a challenge ever. I wish I was over-exaggerating this for the challenge, but I just want to go to sleep. I have like the worst headache ever. I guess I have no choice but to demolish this. God, bro. I can't believe how bad the caviar started to get and how salty and tough it was.
Yo, that is the funniest clip I've ever seen.
Can't believe how
Holy
bad
shit.
the caviar started to get and how salty and tough it was to get down. It only got worse. I'm so tired. I'm so full. I don't want to drink these champagnes at all. This is me trying to keep my eyes open, by the way. I honestly thought about falling asleep here, but I didn't somehow. In fact, I pulled myself up and downed these 2 glasses of champagne back to back. There's a good chance I might have to go to the bathroom for this. Looking back, I don't really remember much of this. All I know is this was the most down bad I've ever been for a profiting challenge, and I usually
He needs to be. And it all loops back, chat. And it all loops back.
never do this, but I came to a conclusion, and this was my plan. Guys, I'm trying to stay strong, but I think right now the best thing I can do is take a 25-minute nap, and I'll see you guys on the other side.
I think it's a bad play. Because he's gonna wake up and he's gonna feel worse.
That's what I do. I go, boom. This is the reality. This is it. And this 25 minutes of rest ended up being more like an hour. I slept through my alarm. The plane is landing now. In this moment, I did feel very defeated, but looking back, it's kind of insane that I was able to drink 22 glasses of champagne and profit over
Oh my God.
$3,000 in such a short time frame. All in all, I'd consider that a win. I am now convinced there's no way to profit off a first class ticket. 150,000 likes, I'll continue the series. I gotta go get some sleep.
Continue the series and do fucking what? Train rides? I feel like, bro, he's done so much. That was a good ass video though. Bro had 12 drinks in the lounge before flying and looked stone cold sober. Actually, literally perfectly sober. He was like, all right, now let's lock in for the actual challenge.